What's up? What's up, y'all? I know. I'm early, an hour early. I hope everybody caught that I changed the time. Cause like I told y'all on live last night, I actually didn't check my schedule correctly. So I got to get out of here tonight. So I decided to come on early so we can get into it. So, y'all, we just about to chill. I'm finally about to actually watch the documentary, right, by Trap Laura Ross. I have not, for this purpose, have not watched it at all. Haven't saw a clip of it, any other reaction to it, none of that, because I'm gonna watch it right now, right here. So everybody pull up. Look, I'm in my pajamas. I got my Harry Potter blanket. um, I'm in my living room. I'm about to pull it up on a big screen. So like this is what we doing. This is what we on tonight. So y'all already know how we about to start this thing off. So without further ado, Hookah, what it do?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Good reporting ass Mickey. We love you, Mickey.
Yes, y'all. It's Friday, man. I hope y'all had a good day, a good week, man. I hope blessings on blessings on blessings been coming y'all way. I know last night I went live for about an hour. Um, and everybody was like, really, Mickey? I was actually in the car because I had, again, I got to get better with my schedule, to be honest, because it be a lot going on. But again, y'all, I came on. Y'all roll with me around town, but we chopped it up about a couple things. So, like I said, I changed the time. I wasn't going to get started originally till 9 p.m. tonight. But those who was on the live last night knew I was going to take it back to 8 p.m. because I do have to get off of here, okay? What it do? Jennifer, I hope you had a good week, man. Well, that's good. Because, look, I was like, dang, I don't want to cancel it because if y'all haven't saw, tomorrow, we definitely getting into that fight, okay? That I'm not even a fan of boxing, right? I kind of just go when it's parties and stuff, sports period. I'm not a sports person, but hey, the hype got me excited. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm going to watch it, but I'm gonna go live. I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna go somewhere or like be at somebody's house. So, but nevertheless, I got a live tomorrow night because we gonna do it. Hey, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna highlight it because hey, that's a trending thing. I notice sports is trending a lot. Anytime I drop something about basketball or anything, it just go like, whew. So I said, okay, cool. Guess we're going to watch the fight. Now, anybody else got plans to watch the fight? I mean, if you ain't watching, I definitely can't stream it because I already know they're going to flag it. But we can watch it indirectly and talk about it. But yeah, I'll be on live. Like I said, I know a lot of people probably going to be out and about, turning up. Nevertheless, the replay will be here when y'all are ready. But I'm definitely going to get my reaction to the fight. I've been reading the comments and all that. So y'all already know the spiel. We gonna get started about 15 minutes in. I don't know what they're saying on this documentary or none of that. Like I said, I saved it for y'all to really get my true reaction. True reaction to everything. I wouldn't even let nobody send me any clips of it. So yes, I heard, through the grapevine that this video was deleted a couple times and put back out. Don't know how true it is, but that's what was said. I'm going to tell y'all now, the one I have pulled up is that 4.1 million views in 10 days. I don't know if it's any number of people in here, but that's a good amount. Wait, I mean, that's extremely well. And I ain't gonna cap. I know because before I was Mickey Truth, I used to watch Trap Lord Ross when I was into the Chicago thing. And I'm pretty sure he been monetized for a minute. That check gonna look nice just on that video alone. Okay, I'm just gonna say, shout out to him. I would have never thought to do something like that. So definitely, shout out to him. Let me see. Right, Jennifer. So we gonna see how it's 3 hours, 36 minutes, and 37 seconds. It is 8 on. I'm for sure not gonna be able to watch the whole thing tonight, for sure. But we're gonna at least get halfway through. You know, if y'all wanna do the other half online, we can schedule that. But I know for sure I can't do 3 hours. Originally, this is supposed to be my extended live. Y'all know when I do my extended live, it'll range from 6 hours or more. But I have an event to go through to tonight. So that threw me off. And at the time when I was scheduling it, I didn't take that into consideration. I was tripping. It was on me. Can't even blame nobody. It was all Mickey. But y'all, hey, like I said, I am stepping out tonight. But right now I did take my bonnet off because y'all are not about to talk about me with my bonnet on. So I did at least calm my hair down. But I am, look, with my Harry Potter on. Oh, I got the camera on. Hold on, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Look, I got my Harry Potter blanket, my Harry Potter nightgown. I'm chilling. We kicking back. I got my snacks off camera. Hey, I'm here to watch it. Once I start, like I said, I'm not gonna actually play it because I don't know what's going on with why video goes up, video comes down. However, we are gonna listen to it. Y'all gonna be able to see me because I heard some stuff in here. So for now, I'm gonna turn my camera off because I'm over here trying to eat. But yes, y'all, I think it's gonna be good. I'm not even gonna cap. I think it's gonna be good. I hope it's it's not like clickbait or nothing like that. Like I said, I've watched his stuff before. I don't think nothing I ever watched was like not accurate, but hey, it's all for entertainment purposes only, okay? Yeah. So hopefully it shows some good stuff. So hold on. All right. So this is like the warning that comes up on the screen as soon as you click in the video. So I kind of like that. I might have to do mine like that. It kind of is that red warning is definitely like eye catching. So we're at 8 minutes. So we got about. Okay, so Miss Monica, what's up, Miss Monica? Now dang. So this is not the original. It's you know what? It's not. Cause I just thought about that. It was a 6 hour. So wasn't the original one 6 hours? Cause I remember we talked about it on live, and I was like, dang, we're gonna be on live about 10 hours fooling with it. Dang, I wonder what they took out. Dang it. But yeah, he was always so thorough when I was watching his stuff for the Chicago stuff. So I'm actually intrigued to watch it. So I'm about to do a sound check real quick to make sure y'all can hear my TV. Okay, so the one I got up is about 3.5 hours. So hopefully it's the original one because I want to get all they are offering. So let me do a sound check with my TV. Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear?
Not intending to incite or encourage illegal behavior in any way. Every effort has been made to remove any content.
Is we good on the audio? Let me know. Yay, nay, maybe. Okay, Cool. All right. So we got 5 more minutes. So let me see what we're gonna catch up on. Then we're gonna get into the reaction. I'll be done eating all that. I got some popcorn, but I think it's stale. It tastes good. So I tossed it. So yeah. Okay, so the YSL. So I guess I'll do my update now. So when we're done with the docu, we can just chop it up, and then I'm gonna have to like get up out of here. But the YSL thing, I'm still working on. I was supposed to finish last night. I didn't finish last night. I actually went to sleep. Can y'all believe it? I actually went to sleep. What was the other one? We literally just talked about it last night. What kind of just plain potatoes, Jennifer? Jennifer, like I'm eating fried potatoes. Like, what you mean, like French fries? Like, what kind of fries? Look, you got to be from the South somewhere. Fried potato. I can, cause I wasn't in the mind state to go over the topic, so I'm not even gonna do it because I'm wrecking my brain. But I have to chop it up some because we played music. But if y'all follow me on social media, y'all saw that I posted a Mo3 and King Von, who was raps first, and that's how I left it, right? So we held a room in Clout Monster. Shout out to the whole team: T Money, Don Ben, KP, EA, J Nicole, Smoke, Hayes, Black Jers, Key, everybody. Look, I'm trying to think on the top of my head, everybody, because that room was great. I knew more about King Von than I did Mo3, but it was good. Oh, fried potatoes and onions. Yes, I do like fried potatoes and onions. Okay, I don't know why I looked at it weird when you said fried potatoes. Okay, but yeah, great room. We played music. We listened to interviews and compared it because a lot of things, as far as outside looking in, okay, if we take out the paperwork or whatever and just listen to what the music say and what they say, you know what I'm saying? The question is it just lyrics? Or is it a confession, right? So that was the basis of the room. The room is still going on, but I had to get off to come over here because I wanted to make sure I put up on the Truth Team and got what we had to do done. But yeah, chop it up. I'm posted. It was real good. I wish I was aware of Mo3 prior to his death. I am one of those fans because I am truly a Mo3 fan, definitely. But it was after he had passed away. Because he was definitely live, okay? We watched some live, listen to some lives. Hey, it was very interesting. I will say that. So, where we at now? All right, we got 2 minutes. So, what we're going to do, or what we are going to do, I'm going to play, let me see. I'm going to play something, and then by the time it's finished, guess what? It'll be time to start because I do got to run and use the bathroom real quick. And then I can cut my camera on and then we get to go. So hold on to your loving. Hold on. What song is that? I don't know why it popped in my head. No, I can't sing. Yes, I know I can't sing. Y'all leave me alone. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do one of my videos so I don't have to deal with no copyright situations. So I'm gonna do my motivation video real quick. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just need a few minutes, and then we're gonna get to going. I appreciate. In Vogue, yes, I appreciate everybody, man. Here we go.
Mickey, man, you already know what it is. She gonna get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, say, man. What's up? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, coming through with some motivation on this good Wednesday, man. Y'all, so many people have been hitting me up, I guess, clips of audio with Wack 100 discussing my weight, with clips of people picking on my weight. Yo, listen, I am okay. I want y'all to be okay. But I'm going to use me as an example to motivate somebody else. When it comes to what people say, whether it's an insult, is an opinion, or is it advice, it's up to you to control how that impacts you. Okay, like I've
been honest and open about the situation with my weight for a while now on my YouTube channel. I knew I was gaining weight 10 years ago. I had to finally get tired of being overweight, right? I had to be unhappy with something, and then I made a change. Shout out to me, 50 pounds now. Still got a way to go. However, do you think Wack 100 is the first person to mention my weight? Do you think trolls in a Discord is the first people to say something about my weight? Like, I've dealt with it in real life. This internet. I'm back. If y'all haven't saw that video, make sure you go listen to it. Because I don't know, y'all. Sometimes, can y'all see me? Yeah, okay. Sometimes, I don't know. I guess sometimes people want you to care more than you really care. And it's just like, why? Oh. Okay. All right, got my blanket on. Y'all ready? Let's listen in. Well, I'm going to be watching. Y'all going to be listening. I think I'm at a good spot. My disclaimer sign is in my waist. I can't really see if y'all can see me, but I'm looking at the comments. Let's go.
Which violates YouTube's community guidelines. If you'd like to see an uncut version of this video with everything that I can't show you on YouTube, head on over to patreon.com/TrapLordRoss.
Shout out to Trap Lord Ross. That's the way to plug in. Sure. You got a whole website.
And supporters on the $5 tier will also have access to my exclusive 4-part Patreon series.
Y'all listen. What is Patreon? I've heard that before. Like, he literally has like a list of donors or donors that donated $10 and up. Shout out to him, okay? All right, we're gonna get started. That was just, I like that.
Where I break down the real crimes caught on camera, which I could never show you on YouTube. But if you don't want any of that, just sit back, enjoy the video, and hit that subscribe button. Ever since the 1980s, gangster rap has been one of hip-hop's most fascinating subgenres. From the mean streets of gang-infested Los Angeles that were brought to life by early gangster rap pioneers like Ice Cube and NWA, to Tupac and Suge Knight taking over the music game with vivid tales of gang-affiliated rappers who would bully their way into the music industry. And then you have legends like Jay-Z and 50 Cent, whose tales of life in the streets as
gangsters. And I'm watching the comments, y'all. At some point, I may look up, but I'm watching it.
Realist artists whose lyrics paint a picture of a real life of crime that isn't embellished or fabricated. But when it comes to rappers who truly keep it real, the Chicago drill scene has dominated for the last decade. First popularized by Chief Keef, the Chicago drill wave was characterized by
Chief Keef was rocking. Can y'all hear me when I'm still talking?
With these up-and-coming artists rapping plainly and honestly
about I need to turn it down.
Growing up, shootings on the block.
Because I'm going to be talking throughout it. I don't want to just keep pausing it. Because we'll be here all night. Y'all know me and my side note. But y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me even though I got that playing. It's kind of loud to me. Hold on, let me cut it down.
Start making the music too. In the years after Chief Keef popularized the violent story
of Chicago
gang life, one of those gangsters killing people in the streets picked up a microphone.
Not the flames in the back of his head.
From the perspective of the actual killer. King Von had a reputation in Chicago as a fearless killer before he even started rapping. And it's why he believed, based on the statements he made in his own songs, that Von himself
those lyrics
7 people in his career as a gangbanger. With more murders even taking place after he got rich and famous, with it being rumored that Von used his money and influence from the rap game to have old enemies in Chicago, and going on a journey which, in my opinion, takes him far beyond a street player who had to kill to survive in the mean streets of Chicago. Because if King Von's tweets are anything to go by, he simply
504. It's been so long. 504. Where you been at? Okay, hold on. Pause. What? 245. Hold on, y'all. Because I want y'all to see. They got like a whole like lineup. 45. I just had it dead on it. Yeah. I went too far. Hold on, y'all. Dang it. I'm going to let it play to that part. And then we're going to keep on. But yeah, 504, long time. So I guess these are the people they're going to talk about. That's where I'm at now. So, bye.
To whether he was a full-blown serial killer, a title which King Von's enemies even said that him and his friends took personal pride in. Now, the FBI defines a serial killer as a person who kills over 3 people with time spans in between them of more than a month.
I had to break down
Furthermore,
the
serial
meaning.
killers tend to have an element of psychological gratification, which plays a role in the motive for their murders. The FBI also state that a serial killer might seek
Not the
various kinds of
Wikipedia.
gratification through their killings, such as anger, thrill
He's
seeking,
oh
financial gain,
yo,
or sympathy.
he's breaking this thing down, definition, all that.
His career,
He got it
King
on
Von
his phone.
demonstrated all of these characteristics and can indeed be classified as a serial killer. King Von frequently exhibited behavior in public that conformed with these rules, tweeting regularly about his desire to kill, bragging about having committed specific murders in his music, which attracted him international attention and Billboard charting songs. With his drill anthems,
We're watching J. Nicole. Really? I'm gonna say this in the title.
Another characteristic of serial killers, specifically that their victims.
Well, y'all listening and watching me technically. I got it on my TV.
Appearance, gender, or race. And it would appear that King Von only killed young black men and women from the community he lived in. These were all people just like him, being born into a rundown part of Chicago.
I kind of understand why it may have been taken down. Because that was
the fact that they were from a rival territory. He believed that nobody would miss them. King Von has officially been implicated.
Oh, I definitely understand 504. I'm glad you was able to pull up tonight, man. It's been so long though.
One case where he narrowly received a not guilty verdict.
You know, anytime you can pull up, I appreciate it. And you know, when you get some downtime, just catch it on the replay, like they say on Clubhouse.
The shooting of rival rapper FBG Duck in broad daylight at a busy shopping district, Von will never face justice for due to him losing his life only months before the feds would swoop in and arrest all 5 of his close friends. This particular murder would go down as one of the most brazen assassinations carried out in Chicago since the days of Al Capone. But in total, there's over 10.
Do y'all recall that video of when FBG Duck got killed? I remember watching that. That was devastating, especially with the police standing around.
And his career to find out once and for all if King Von really was the first serial killer in hip hop history.
All right, we're gonna pause it. I like the way he posed that question for sure, because I kind of thought he was just gonna flat out come and say. I mean, he alluded to it for sure. Okay. Now I need everybody to make sure y'all share my live. Tell a friend to pull up, like it, and y'all continue to run the chat up. Like I said, I'm gonna be talking throughout. Cause this is how I do. That's why don't nobody like watch movies with me. Cause I be talking through it. But I'm gonna be talking. Like I said, I'm probably gonna make it halfway through before I got to get off. But depending on how good it is, I'll just be late to where I got to go. But thank y'all for pulling up on me, man. True Reaction have not watched it, so here we go. Shout out to Charlamagne the God, man. South Carolina's own.
Several shell casings in his parking lot.
People always bloodthirsty, love death.
Not in the fire thing.
Just three, how many I think? King Von had an insatiable obsession with murder and violence.
The shooting leaves 1 person dead, 4 others injured.
Hey, I know you. Yeah, I like it.
Harry Potter case.
King Von probably would be considered like a serial killer. That's like the man serial killer.
Quadlock is the most convenient and secure smartphone mount for motorcycles and scooters. Upgrade with the Quadlock.
No, I don't pay for premium. All right, so I'm gonna take my copyright off real quick so y'all can see the bottle names. My bad.
August the 9th, 1994, in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, I know they be tripping sometimes.
Hermitage, an area known as Killer Ward, an area
I should be fine,
with Chicago gangs, the Gangster Disciples, and the Black Peace Stones. Von would attend Barton Elementary School in the area, but despite starting life as a fairly normal kid,
look at
he was subjected
him.
to the influence of gangbanging in his family home from a young age. His father was Walter E. Bennett, aka Silk, a well-known street
Jennifer, a couple of them. I haven't looked at all of these that's on this list, but a couple of them, yes, he wasn't out.
However, much like Von, despite the fearsome reputation.
But remember, I told y'all Chicago. I've been having issues getting the paperwork, the official paperwork.
As King Von's dad, Silk, was shot dead when Von was only 11.
Oh, he looks just like his dad.
Being targeted by a sniper outside of a skating rink, according to an interview with King Von's.
A sniper.
Where's the piece of it's crazy. I'm what they brought him. They killed him. He was sniping. This get deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
His daddy was killed by a sniper at the skating ring.
It seems clear that King Von's father Silk.
Yo, he looks just like his daddy though, like for real.
With the loss of his father at such a
Twins.
young age, clearly had a negative effect on the mindset of a young King Von. He would tweet and rap in freestyles years later that he simply couldn't sleep after his father's death. They killed my daddy, I couldn't even go to sleep. And throughout his teenage years, he would post RIP tributes to his father on Twitter to commemorate his birthdays. Naturally, Von would follow in his father's footsteps, getting involved.
October 28th is the date they have that his dad was killed.
16-shot visuals in his
Dang, he was killed November 9th, I think,
fourth
or
grade,
something.
eventually getting his hands on guns by the time he got to high school.
He was like, told him, like, when you started.
At least he was honest. He said he wasn't toting no gun. It was probably a BB gun.
They kind of played to like what? Yeah, like late 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Hold on, I'm pausing. Now, I like that answer. He was honest, because I know a lot of people probably would have been like, yo, yeah, I was toting real pistols and stuff and all that. I'm looking at two cameras. I don't even know which way I'm looking. I like that answer. He was on. I feel like that's honesty, because I know I had BB guns. I don't know about no 4th grade. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to verify that. But rest in peace, King Von, for sure. We're going to continue. And I'm going to try not to pause it, but it just seems like the TV is loud. Y'all let me know if y'all are having a hard time hearing me, because it just feels like I'm screaming. I don't know.
You gotta hurt somebody, or somebody trying to hurt you, you gotta protect yourself.
Von would rap on the unreleased song Wait that he jumped off the porch, getting deeply involved in gang politics in 2006 when he was just 12 years old. Von would initially be a member of a local street crew affiliated with the Gangster Disciples called Killer Ward, being seen in numerous group pictures with that crew. And affiliates from the area would later post tweets suggesting that Von was indeed putting in work for this crew during his time gangbanging in Killer Ward, with Von himself corroborating.
I never knew this part of the story.
Where he was born, but making it clear that he's always been a member of the Black Disciples due to his family affiliation. Now, Von would live around Killer Ward up to around 2008 or 9, after which he would eventually move to the infamous Parkway Gardens housing development. This housing complex is notorious for its affiliations with the Black Disciples street gang. Parkway Gardens would later be referred to by insiders as O Block, but prior to that, it was referred to as Wick City. And here, King Von would meet many of the people who would end up having a huge influence on his life and career. People famous for their affiliation to O Block, whether through the
that picture was kind of blurry. I was trying to see.
People like Boss Top, Chief Keef, T-Roy, White, Duke, BJ, Big A, Trey 5, Sharoy, J Money, Platoon.
Oh, so many of these guys are dead. That's crazy.
Von would also attend a new school in the area, the Hyde Park Academy.
Yeah.
He would attend with people from other rival territories.
They have his school ID in the picture. Like, that's crazy.
Who even claimed in a Twitter exchange in 2014 to have plotted to beat King Von up on the school bus, and people like Lil Mark, who Von would even be.
So, yo, they got tweets from that. So that incident is real. Y'all ever heard about the incident that FBG Duck said about them attempting to jump King Von or jumping King Von? They actually found tweets from 2014 about that.
Von would begin getting more
That's
and more
crazy.
involved in Chicago's street gang conflicts, apparently bringing guns to school as young as age
I think it
13.
said 2014
Went to
just
school
now.
with both Von and G Herbo would claim that Von would even show off guns in class, with it apparently being Von himself who started the trend of teenage gangbanging.
Oh, I didn't know they was
bringing guns to class.
friends back then. G Herbo and King Von, y'all knew that?
Like, that's what me and Herb was talking about. He was like, he knew it was a real one. When Von walked up to him
Chop
in school,
Squad,
he had
DJ.
class to call or something. He was like, Herb knew every day from there.
Never heard of him.
He was like, oh, we bring guns to school? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's all that? He's like, every day from there, everybody brought guns to school. He's like, Von was the one to start that off.
In fact, G Herbo would
Guns
even
to
later rap about this on a collaboration with Von called FaceTime, saying that Von showed him a revolver in freshman orientation, an experience which led G Herbo to begin bringing guns to school himself too. Now, King Von was apparently out of control as a youngster. According to one story, Von actually did a shooting on prom night while whilst wearing his suit, after literally tweeting out that somebody better not try him in his suit. So naturally, you can imagine, Von ended up spending a significant amount of time in trouble with the law as a teenager, with large patches of his most formative years spent inside jail cells. Von went to jail for the first time around August 2010, at age 16, for armed robbery, apparently robbing someone for their car at gunpoint. Something that he would actually later refer to on his song Armed and Dangerous.
I think I did. I think I got the paperwork on that one.
Birthday, when he was offered 21 to 45 years in a plea deal. Von would end up spending time in boot camp, an intense military-style juvenile program, ultimately rewarding him with early release. But soon after that initial charge, Von would catch another in January 2011, ultimately spending 15
he was a baby.
Locked up between December 2010.
Oh my God, hold on, call. What number are we at? 11:33. Hold on. He was a baby. Yo, he looks so young. Well, he was young. So young. Come on. Hold on, I might have to let it play. 14:33. No. Oh, my bad. 11:30. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let it play for a minute. Shoot. I'm trying to doggone see the exact picture I'm looking at right now. Alright, I don't think I can get it steady. Sure. Okay, there we go. What is it doing? I guess we'll leave it. We'll leave it right there. Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone because I keep messing it up.
2012. During this time of incarceration, Von's best friend T. Roy would tweet calling for his release. Eventually, in March 2012, Von would be a free man once again. But he was only free for a matter of months, from March to November 2012.
Oh, he was so innocent looking.
Going from a gun-toting stick-up kid to a full-fledged killer after witnessing the death of one of his close friends, which, as he put it,
not a full-blooded killer.
So, who's it going to be?
Oh, yeah. These pictures just make it so even much sadder.
Before we get to the first murders that King Von was allegedly involved in, I just want to take the time to consider the real reasons why he would be motivated to kill in the first place. Despite covering a lot of gangsters who are hardened killers, it's important to consider the social circumstances that need to exist for a teenage boy to start committing murders. Firstly,
wasn't that
these areas where King Von grew up in Southside Chicago, Killer
he
Ward,
do
and
numbers, millions, almost all his videos is in the movie.
With the latter even being described by the local Sun-Times newspaper as
has anybody ever visited O-Block? I never even been to Chicago myself.
It's due to the failure of policing in these areas. Someone like King Von grew up seeing
the baby picture with the earring.
And if the police never come to your area to solve crimes or deliver justice, it's easy to see why you would place more trust in street justice than in the state. Furthermore, you really have to ponder whose fault is it really that somewhere like O-Block ended up being so poor and dangerous. While it's easy to blame the gangsters and killers there for cultivating a lawless environment, the city and the state politicians ultimately have failed to create the economic circumstances for someone to grow up safely in these areas. Had there been better economic prospects in the hoods of Chicago, perhaps many of these young men would be forced into a life of crime.
It's like a high rise.
When it comes to the analysis of King Von's eventual transformation into what some have described as a serial killer, there's actually an argument to be made that geography may have played a part in King Von feeling like he could get away with so many murders. The 70s to the 2000s
how do we know that that's how he felt though?
Age of serial murder. And one possible cause for this phenomenon around this period has been cited as urbanization and the concentration.
It's a big neighborhood, though.
Some people have said that putting so many people in such close proximity.
Yeah, I've never been there either. 504, but I heard, New Orleans has its areas or whatnot.
This means that in O Block, the sheer amount of people, overlapping gang conflicts, and normalization of violence on the streets means that somebody like King Von could kill multiple people without attracting too much attention to him personally.
Wow.
As sad as it is to say, in the eyes of the cops, a victim is just another casualty of the gang war rather than a specific crime that could be solved. And it's these circumstances that were the perfect conditions for a young King Von to begin killing people in his community with minimal consequences. And whilst King Von was in jail, gun violence had raged on.
The word is crazy.
City and the rival gangster disciples from St. Lawrence and Eberhard Avenues, or STL-EBT. And during this time, whilst King Von was incarcerated, a 15-year-old gangster disciple from the rival hood by the name of Tuka was murdered. Real name Shondale Gregory, Tuka was shot dead at a bus stop on the 600 block of East 63rd Street on the 12th of January 2011 at around 6:48 p.m. It was around that time that a masked gunman jumped out of a vehicle, shooting Tuka several times.
I'm gonna let this part play out, but I got a question about this. I'm gonna let it play first because it might answer it.
To disrespect him on social media and in popular songs. And in honor of their fallen friend, gangster disciples from St. Lawrence and Eberhard would rename their area Tukaville. It's never been fully revealed to the public who killed Tuka, but ever since, there has been intense speculation that a boy named O.D. Perry from Wick City might have had something to do with it. This is partly due to him being pictured regularly with a silver revolver, and the witness report from the Tuka murder stated that Tuka was actually shot with a long-barreled silver revolver. Regardless of whether or not O.D. was really the person who killed Tuka, that didn't really matter, because later that year, on August the 10th, 2011, in an act of retaliation, O.D. Perry was killed just outside Parkway Gardens. He would suffer multiple gunshot wounds, including one to the neck, at about 11:35 p.m. Just like Tukaville, Wick City was also renamed in the memory of their fallen friend O.D., O-Block. And it's believed that one of the shooters who killed O.D. was a female teenage shooter by the name of Jakira Barnes, or K.I. Following the murder, K.I. would begin to pose on social media with a silver revolver, similar to the one that O.D. was known to carry. And her rumored involvement in this murder of a beloved
I'm just trying to see how it play out. K.I.
becoming a major target herself, with matters not helped by the fact that she would regularly tweet insulting O.D. Perry and alluding to having killed him, along with others who would openly claim that K.I. made the O, meaning that she killed O.D. and was the one that caused Wick City to change the name of their block to O-Block. But the tragedies in O-Block were far from over. On the 18th of October 2011, another O-Block native by the name of Platoon, real name Edward Riley, would be shot dead inside O-Block after being approached by two people with firearms. Another devastating loss to the community would come when 19-year-old Sherroyd Liggins would be shot in the head.
I should have left it on the other picture.
2012, also at O-Block. This murder was particularly notable for the fact that Sherroyd was killed by a Tukaville shooter by the name of Boss Trail. As the gang war in his neighborhood continued to take more and more of his friends' lives, King Von would get more and more involved, continuing to play a role in the gang war going on in Chicago's street underworld. Von later rapped on the song Don't Want to Be Me that everything changed for him in 2012, and that this is when he decided to get more active in the gang, with Von saying specifically that the deaths of O.D. and Platoon completely changed his plans and led him to put on a mask and get active in the gang war. Now, there's a lot of speculation about the exact murders that Von was allegedly involved in, and we might never know definitively if he was true.
Oh, see, that was my question. Has anybody already watched this? Because I'm seeing news articles about the murders, right? And then I saw a snippet of a police report on one of the, I think it was Tuka's murder, right? Is this all just speculation? Is this what the whole video is? Does anybody know? Because I kind of thought it was gonna be like more. I mean, we only 17 minutes in, but I thought it was gonna be more like, yeah, boom, this is. Y'all get where I'm coming from? I'm kind of, because my mind is like, okay, so did he have something to do with that one? But it's like, oh, we don't know, but we'll never know. So I'm gonna keep watching. But that's what my mind. I know y'all was watching my face. I'm just like, because okay, I'm gonna say this now before we even continue. Like I said, I was real heavy into the whole Chicago gang wars thing before Takeoff's murder, RRP Takeoff. That's what I was into, right? So a lot of these stories, and like I said, I used to watch Trap Lord Ross, right? And I say used to because I don't really have time to watch YouTube videos unless it's something pertaining to what I'm doing. But a lot of this stuff is already in other videos. So I'm like, is it just like a collection of the cluster of videos that's already output in one? Or, that's what my mind at, because I'm gonna keep watching. I kind of feel like I got clickbait because a lot of these stories I've already heard, right? Mine is like if it has some paperwork or something, because a lot of the other stories don't. So we gonna keep on though.
Involved in all the violence that he was rumored to be associated with, but the very first murder that Von was associated with took place on April the 28th, 2012, when a group of four men would catch a man called King Doc, real name Marlon Monroe, shooting him as he walked into a convenience store, with Doc apparently stumbling for weeks after the shooting, where he would pass away and lay undiscovered for hours. Doc would eventually be found dead by his 16-year-old cousin, Modell McCambry. Doc would be remembered as an original native of St. Lawrence and Eberhart Avenues, with his affiliation to the area likely the reason that the killers from O Block would target him, despite the fact that Doc had apparently left the gang life behind him, becoming a painter to get out of the streets.
Apparently, that's the one who was working on Word.
Modell, that boy who discovered Doc's body, would then begin to get more involved in the gangs in the area too, beginning to hang around with people like K.I. and FBG Duck, as well as being seen on social media with guns. In fact, it's actually around this time that social media begins to play a bigger and bigger role in the gang war in Chicago. And during this time, King Von himself would become a prolific user of Twitter, beginning a flurry of activity on the platform after signing up in June 2012, going on to tweet constantly about his activities in the streets.
I got my arrow down too low.
Von would openly claim to be drilling in the name of O.D. Perry. He would say that he was like Phineas and Ferb in the streets with his best friend and fellow O-Block shooter T-Roy, warning ops not to diss them, claiming to shoot people like it's nothing. He would tweet that he's been drilling from young and even wants to kill cops too. He would say outright that he will whack people. He would regularly diss numerous rival hoods and gangs, and be claiming to be paranoid due to having so many people trying to kill him. Von claimed on Twitter to get so enraged whenever he hears the name Tuca or St. Lawrence that his trigger finger just starts itching. But during this time that Von was tweeting openly about all the crimes that he was willing to do in the streets, these crimes would continue to play out. On August the 7th, 2012, Von would make a tweet saying that homicide is in the air and that it smells like a graveyard. Then, in the early hours of the morning the following day, on August the 8th, 2012, a group of guys from O Block, rumored to include King Von and T-Roy, would be out looking for enemies to kill. Dirty Rel, real name Terrell Joshua, an older member with affiliations to St. Lawrence, Eberhart, and Jarrow City, who had actually moved out of Chicago but was back in town, would end up being shot dead and found on the sidewalk on the block of East 56th Street in Washington Park just before 3:30 a.m. However, in this case, retaliation would come fast. As the day of August 8th, 2012 goes by, that same evening, around 11:30 p.m., King Von is out with his close friend White White, real name Tony Dunn. They would go to a convenience store together on East 63rd Street in South Martin Luther King Drive. Here, Von would go inside the store whilst White White waited outside. At this point, a gunman pulls up, shooting White White in the back, with a police officer on the scene, even returning fire and hitting the shooter, who ultimately managed to escape. White White would be pronounced dead in the early hours of the morning on August the 9th, 2012. This day just so happened to be King Von's 18th birthday. This was a devastating incident for Von, who would tweet numerous times about the murder of his friend Whitey, including this one where he said that he had just bought Whitey a pill and gone inside the store, only coming back outside to find a crowd surrounding his shot friend, and at first believing that Whitey would be okay. After this, Von would tweet messages saying that this killing is what led him to act out, and in the days following, he would be pledging to kill his enemies publicly. Von later elaborated on his mindset around this period in his song Demon, saying outright that witnessing the death of his close friend Whitey on his 18th birthday is the exact thing that turned him into a demon. And Von would rap that after this, him...
Okay. Pause. What y'all feeling so far? Before I start putting my... What y'all feeling? Right? Let me get y'all reaction so far. What y'all hearing? I'm going to tell y'all my reaction. Being that a lot of these stories I've heard, because like I said, I've watched the videos, multiple, not just Trap Lord Ross, Shout out Hookah Anonymous, because for those who don't know, that's even how I knew who Hookah Anonymous was. I used to frequent his channel, watching his videos. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I used to watch I Got the Sauce, but I used to watch a lot of them. I even watched the I think it was Warren Charette. You know what I'm saying? So I watched a lot of these videos, like a lot. This so far is like those videos though. It's just like it's just put together into one, right? Because on the screen it's going from King Von's Twitter to King Von's song lyrics, maybe some like news clippings and pictures of like the area, but minus the Tuka. What it do? Givers and Takers podcast. Salute to you for pulling up. Have you watched this documentary already that we're talking about? Cause I need somebody's opinion on it. Cause like I don't see no paperwork. I keep hearing the words assume, allege, possibly, maybe, you know, the theory. And I kind of, when I hear documentary, I kind of think of it's more factual. Like now we're gonna kind of put an end to like the gray area, the rumors. I mean, like I said, we're 20 minutes in. We still got some way to go. I just wanted to like talk about this so far. I thought I was gonna be able to wait, but it's like I don't know. So for those who may not have already been into like the Chicago scene as far as on YouTube and stuff like that, how y'all feeling about what y'all hearing, or if you read it already? Like, how are y'all feeling about it? Because even looking at the picture that y'all can see on the screen, Malcolm Stuckey, and I know I'm skipping ahead, but Malcolm Stuckey, for sure, King Von was charged with the shooting death of Malcolm Stuckey. That's a fact. He beat it though, but he was charged with that murder for sure. Now, KI is alleged, because it's a documentary. Who did it? Was it HBO, Netflix? Somebody. I can't remember off the top of my head. Somebody did a documentary. Okay. So that's where I'm at too. I kind of think that's what it was. So being that, you know, I've been down that rabbit hole, right? I'm kind of just like, I kind of thought it was gonna be more like in stone. So now I'm gonna tell y'all. So the KI situation, I haven't saw the paperwork on her that lists him as a suspect. Okay. Now, oh, got you, Monica. Exactly. So, what is his name? Okay. So before because I'm trying to remember, it's been almost 6 months, because y'all know next week will be 6 months that Mickey Truth YouTube been up and running. So it's been 6 months since I actually been on YouTube into the Chicago thing. Mine is my own research, because y'all know I've been doing series for King Von. I only did one so far because of the paperwork. Y'all know I showed y'all on live. I'm getting a runaround getting the docs from Chicago. One minute they say do it online, you do it online. Then they say you gotta mail it. Then it's you gotta come in person. But anyway, what is the other guy name? Butter. So if y'all are not familiar, KI and is it FBG Butter maybe? I know it's Butter. I don't know if it's FBG in front of it, but I don't know if they're really brothers and sisters or whatever, but they were definitely friends. And the day that she was killed, he was actually there too. So he says that King Von wasn't the shooter. Now, could he be capping? Possibly, right? Okay, FBG Bubba. I don't know why I thought it was Butter. But yeah, him. So he said it wasn't King Von in an interview. I think it was a Cape Capone interview, right? So those are the only two situations. Does anybody know, did King Von ever admit to it? I know the other guy, the dark-skinned guy that said he was from O Block, that be doing all the interviews. That's like a pastor or something now. Yeah, I was not prepared because I thought it was gonna be more. Like I said, we're gonna keep getting back into it, but I thought they was gonna have something different. Oh, okay, Butter. Yeah, I can't. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? Givers and Takers podcast. Do you know who I'm talking about? The dark-skinned guy. He lives in Georgia now, but he's like this spiritual. I don't know if he's a pastor or whatever, but he's doing all these interviews, and he says like him and King Von was like buddies and whatever. Now I know on one of his interviews, he said that King Von told him. Okay, he hinted. So I haven't heard directly him taking ownership of that, right? Now on Twitter, because like I said, that documentary wasn't Netflix. I'll have to get the link and put it in my description for later. But on that documentary, because it was a KI documentary, but he was actually interviewed for it. He said, like, yeah, I can't think of what his name is though. But he said, like, on Twitter, right? Because if we're going off of what they're doing on this video, they're going back to his Twitter using his words. He said, dang, that's messed up type thing or whatever. So, FBG Duck. Now, I've said it before because y'all asked. J Hood, yes, J Hood. So J Hood said in an interview, I think it's either, I'm going to tell y'all this. I can't remember exactly what interview because he done a lot. It's either with 16 Shot 'em or DJ UTV. One of those interviews he did, he said that King Von told him directly. But that was it. That's the only like confirmation, okay? Y'all have to listen to J Hood interview though and kind of make your own decisions because he's a character, okay? So y'all gonna have to listen to it. I might pull it up. I'm gonna try to get through some more. It's just so like I said, for me, I've been watching this for like a long time. I've been into this. So it's like for a person like me that was into it, like my daughter used to be like, Mom, are you still listening to that? Like I was into it, right? It piqued my interest because prior to that, it was oh my gosh, I can't even think of her name. The murder of the girl, oh Lord forgive me, I can't think of her name. That was found in the freezer. I was into that story, and then the whole Chicago thing I got into. So, was it Kanika Jenkins possibly? I don't know. Okay, that's a good point too. Now, what I can say I've learned just from like looking at things, Kanika Jenkins. Okay, so that was the case prior to me getting into the Chicago thing. So, he was known in the streets, right? So I'm like, okay, so maybe, let's just put his name out there. But like I said, I haven't saw actual docs. And matter of fact, oh my, I know my Alexa ain't think I said her name. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all one. So I don't know. And I'm kind of disappointed. I ain't gonna cap. I'm kind of disappointed so far because I just feel like it's a collection of all the videos that already are out, been out for years, put into one long video. But yeah. All right, so like this is one right here. This is one of the emails I got back. Oh no, don't lose my part. Don't lose my part.
It's sweet. Hearts and spice.
All right, so I did it online. And yes, y'all already know that's my alias. Because I don't want nobody to be like, I thought your name was Lita. Yeah, y'all know that was my alias I use. Okay, let me pause. Okay. So this is one reply I got, right? That, and this is what they told me, that I had to, like y'all say, redirect it. I can't do it online, right? Now y'all also see you can access the request form. So let me switch out. And show y'all. Let me see. Cause I'm trying to find one that got all boom, 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 boom. Nah, that's not him. That's somebody else. Okay. I'm just looking for Vons. Boom. All right, here we go. It's coming. It's coming. So, all right. So this is a request I put in February 21st, and y'all see, I've been requesting it, and then each time I'm gonna stop sharing again. I'm gonna show y'all the response. Like, it's crazy. Boom. All right. And this is what they keep giving me. So that's why when I heard about this, documentary we're familiar with, we are used to actual interview. Right. So it's like, I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, it's no way around it. Now from like, okay, so this is a request. So y'all saw February 21st, I submitted it. And then February 22nd, this is what they put back. So that's why I was kind of like, you know, I may submit it by mail. And I got some people in Chicago now. I didn't have at the time. I'll probably get them to do it because now I kind of want to get paperwork. Because I kind of thought they would have had it in this one, but nevertheless, like I said, I've been trying to do it, and that's the reason why, y'all. I've been not. Y'all remember I only did part 1 to the King Von, and that was the Dirk and on case in Atlanta, because I didn't have the paperwork for the rest of them. So that's kind of I'm trying to put okay. I'm kind of disappointed. Okay. So let me see. Travel just put a lot of internet stuff together. Still was a good project and a lot of research because I did documentary myself. I understand it, and it just wasn't what we wanted. Right. That's definitely, I agree with that. So, and everybody know, y'all know, like paperwork is just my thing, all right? I'm driving. So paperwork is just my thing, right? And being that I have a backstory of watching these videos, right? Because like I said, the first time I watched these stories, paperwork wasn't needed. I'm just like, oh my gosh, right? But being that I'm already into it, and then I hear about a documentary, the title King Von Rap's First Serial Killer, I'm thinking we about to have some boom, boom, you know? Now, that's I'll have to double check that, but I heard it was documentation released by Chicago police that said he was a suspect. I've never seen it. Matter of fact, hold on. Her case was one of the ones I requested. Let me pull it up. Hold up. Boom, 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 boom. Hold up. No, not that one. Yo, I got like 30 requests that I submitted for different cases. Cause yes, it wasn't just King Von. I did it for Dirt too. So hold on, let me find. Oh, they don't break it down like that. Hold up. All right. So they don't break it down to put, I thought they put what you requested. Let me make sure. I could have sworn they broke it down. Yeah, they don't break it down like that. Dang it. Hold on, maybe they do. Let me check one more. All right, they don't break it down like that. What's up, Danielle? How you doing? So, like I said on my request, they kept telling me, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that," you know. So I'm not 100% sure on the KI. I just know I heard they said it was police reports or like docs out, but I couldn't request it, so I'm just like, where it came from. So that's why I said that's a question mark, right? If he ever actually was listed or not, I don't know for sure. Malcolm Stuckey for sure, I know for sure because I actually pulled the Chicago arrest records for King Von, and the history, and that's definitely accurate. He was charged with murder, but he was found not guilty. So right. So those who like, I think who was that, Miss Monica? How do you think about it so far? Because I know you said you wasn't familiar, and I think that's going to be the difference. If you're familiar with the Chicago gang beef wars or however you want to call it, and if you're not, but it's definitely informational, right? It's just for me, it's kind of like a Twilight moment, right? A Twilight Zone, because I'm like, hold on, wasn't this story already told in your other video? You know, that's where I'm at with it, right? So I don't know. We're gonna keep going on. Y'all, I'm watching the chat. I don't know if I'm making it if we don't get into more, because like I said, it's just becoming redundant, right? And it's like, yeah, I know the story. Now, one thing I didn't know was the birthday thing. I don't recall that one. So that was one piece of information that was new to me, because I didn't know that White died on King Von's birthday. So now, if you look at the screen, we've been through King Doc, Dirty Rail, and Modell. All three of those murders so far it's just saying that King Von is allegedly associated with these murders. So I guess next up will be P5. So let's get into it.
After this, desperately wanting to get at rival shooters KI and Woodsky, who had mocked White's death on Twitter. In September 2012, King Von and others caught KI on the train, apparently beating her up and mocking her on Twitter in the aftermath. Von would eventually catch up with KI in much more deadly circumstances, but not for a couple of years.
That's somebody in the fight.
Continued to gangbang in the streets with his O-Block brothers like T-Roy, ultimately winding up implicated in numerous murders as he continued to seek revenge for the murder of White. And one body at a time, building up a big...
I gotta rewind. Shoot, I don't want to go too far back. They just posted, he just like, it was like a glimpse. So I'm about to rewind it so I can find a point so I can bring it up on the screen.
Printed on his mindset around this period in his song Demon, saying outright that witnessing the death of his close friend Whitey on his birthday, the exact thing that turned him into a demon. And Von would rap that after this, him and his right-hand man T-Roy would be doing hits back to back to avenge this tragic.
No, White didn't die on a bike.
Kill much more ruthlessly after this, desperately wanting to get a right.
Hold on. White didn't. That White is the one who died in front of the store. I want to say O.D. Perry died on the bike. As far as who we talked about so far, but I think White died in front of the store. Not, I don't think a bike. I've never heard the bike thing, but yeah. So I kind of think, and you know what? Shout out to the Givers and Takers podcast, because now you got. My reaction gonna be different, because at first I was coming from a consumer standpoint, like, yo, where is that? Like, I already know the story, like, what you got to add? But now I'm gonna look at it as just the stories he's telling. I'm just gonna expand on them while we're watching, listening to it, because I have been looking at a lot of videos on this and all that. So shout out to you, because now I'm looking at it differently. But yeah. This Chicago, Chirac, or however they is crazy, okay?
Shooters KI and Woodsky who had mocked White's death on Twitter. In September 2012,
Right.
Vaughn and others caught KI on the train, apparently beating her up and mocking her on Twitter in the
Okay,
aftermath.
hold
Vaughn would
on. Lacking. I should have put one other. All right. So, Twitter. This is in reference to KI. It says, and y'all can look it up if you want to. I'm just saying it for when I watch this back and try to look it up later. I know where to find it. But it says on King Von's Twitter, September 26, 2012, he says, Op Dyke hoes get whooped on the train lacking. Think about it. Then it says he at her and says, I should have blank or spit on you after I was beating your, but I was thinking. I mean, that's kind of confessional, you know? I mean, if in fact a fight really happened with her, I mean, it's okay. I see that. It's not paperwork, but it's Twitter and he tagged her for sure. Let's continue.
would eventually catch up with KI in much more deadly circumstances, but not for a couple of years. For now, he would continue to gangbang in the streets with his O Block.
Yeah. The pictures you can tell is from a minute ago. The baggy pants, like him falling off of them, all types of stuff like that.
Brothers like T. Roy, ultimately winding up implicated in numerous murders as he continued to seek revenge for them.
All right, hold on. All right, so it's a screen. I'm trying not to lose my spot with these pictures, so I'm just kind of describing to you. So it's a screen right now. Dang, I don't think I can turn my camera around, can I? Nope. It says law/crime. Davon Bennett identified as suspect. Now, that can be, I mean, we definitely know he was a suspect into something at some point. So that was eye-catching to me because I'm like, okay, so what it said. But when you look on the bottom, right, it's just I don't even know what language that is. It's like, yo, when you start doing this type of stuff, you start peeping certain things. So
Murder of White and one body at a time, building up a fearsome reputation as one of O Block's.
Okay, so that's the part I thought was something else. It wasn't. Whew. Thank y'all for rocking out with me, yo. Like I said, my true reaction. Y'all been getting my true feelings about this. All right, the commercial over. Oh, now we're at the murder of Modell.
Motel 16 shot visuals in an interview that if you hung around King Von in 2012, you simply had to accept that you would be in shootouts.
If you was hanging with Von, you had to accept everything that came with Von.
Okay, hold on, pause. Who's familiar with Tay Capone? Anybody? Do y'all know who Tay Capone is? No? Okay. Okay, I'll say that then. I kind of
accept that you were gonna be in shootings, accept that it was gonna be that, and you had to be with it. You feel me? With Von.
King Von was on a mission in 2012 to get revenge for the friends that he had lost to the gang war. Losing OD, Platoon, and White turned him into a demon, he said. So he would spend every day in the streets of Chicago stalking his ops and broadcasting his activities on Twitter for the whole world to see. On September the 6th, 2012, Von would get arrested, even taking selfies for Twitter inside of the cop car.
There's a picture literally of him in a cop car.
Crime T. Roy, dubbing themselves the O Block Savages. In fact, after posting one picture together, one woman from O Block even suggested that Von and T. Roy stop.
Oh, is that what he goes by now?
Somebody sent it to the police. Von would tweet how him and T. Roy's names were bringing in the.
So that was the one who was just talking on there saying that you had to be ready to get in a shootout with King Von if you're with King Von. And I was gonna tie in. They may mention it. I'm gonna wait. The sister, you know, his sister used to go with King Von.
Because they know they're going to hell for all the bad things they had
Can't
done.
think of her name off the top of
Von
my
would
head.
even openly tweet about shooting up Dunbar High School around this time. And unsurprisingly, he would continue to be in the eyes of the law, being picked up in October for battery.
Oh,
But
he
little
was
did the
so
police
young.
know just how serious Von's crimes were about to get in the coming weeks. On the 13th of October,
Oh,
Von
I
would
didn't know
typically come
that.
off these hills and spaz out
See?
on somebody.
I
Expressing
didn't know that.
frustration
So,
that he hasn't taken
see,
any days
I
down for a
finally
while,
learned
and saying
something
he's
new.
getting dry. Perhaps
Am I
tweet with double
freezing?
meaning that could refer to sex or murder. That very same day, Von would tweet that his ops party tonight is getting cancelled. Later, Von is tweeting asking for somebody
October
to come
3rd,
get him.
2012.
30 minutes later, Von tweets simply, "Ha," followed by 45 block me. That very night, October the 13th, 2012, Modell, that same team who had found the body of his cousin King Doc dead just 6 months before, would be walking down the street.
Is that how they tying it in?
On their way to meet a girl. When just before 9:30 p.m., somebody approached them on foot, opening fire. Modell would be shot in the chest and later pronounced dead in hospital. No one was ever charged with this murder or attempted murder, but many years later, police documents would be released revealing that King Von...
Pause. Where is this document? All right. I've heard somebody mention Chicago Scene 88. I heard somebody, hold on, let me find this part. So that document that I was saying earlier that they claim are out. Oh, hold up. It's a document, but something else. Hold on, let me pull it to that point. 2352. But yeah, I've heard of Chicago Scene 88. I need to check them out because somebody just told me about that, and now I'm seeing it, and that's where this document is coming from. Hold on, what coming up? All right, hold on. Let me find my own copyright. I don't want no problems. All right. I know y'all probably can't see all of it, but 2349 is where this page is. So, this is supposed to be in regards to the Modell case. Where does Barnes come? I saw her name. That's why I thought this was something else. It says, but not found to work in custody. May have been retaliation for shooting of Montgomery and Turner. Who is Montgomery and Turner? Whoa, hold up. Oh, shoot. Yo, you know what? They say I'm one too. I don't know why they feel like when you, it's just a request. Like, you got to, just because you get access to paperwork. And to be honest, I haven't really had to do a lot of requests for paperwork. I think takeoff case, and what's the YouTuber from Florida? That do paperwork himself. What is his name? Like it's 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake and takeoff case is the only one. 1090 Jake and takeoff case is the only case I've ever requested documents for. Everybody else, like literally, you can just pull it online. Okay, hold on, y'all. Gotta cut my camera off real quick to get my charger. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm kind of confused. Okay, this document. So we're talking about Modell right now. Okay, we're talking about Modell's case, and dang it, that's why I want to keep the other page up. Okay, what was Modell's name? All right, I'm gonna read this out loud, and maybe y'all can fill me in. At 1800 hours, Detectives Jones and Garcia were notified that two individuals were in custody in the 3rd District for aggravated discharge of a firearm, and that incident they were arrested for may have been retaliation for the shooting of McCamry and Turner. Detective Jones and Garcia learned that DeAndre Blank and Jakira Barnes were arrested after they stood in front of the Parkway Garden housing projects at 64 MLK and fired into the complex, hoping to strike anyone. That's crazy. Relocated, boom, refused to interview, agreed to be interviewed. So somebody is talking. Blank informed Blank that he and Montgomery were walking on roads when they were encountered. Turner talking to a female, still informed. Oh, okay. So Modell must be Montgomery. See, that's what I get for moving the hold on, y'all. Got a message that came in too. Okay, got it. All right. Oh. I'm funny. Let me see. I'm trying to keep my phone up. I broke my stand the other night. I may have to switch phones. Hold on. Can y'all see me? Okay. Let me find that part with the names on it, because I think possibly maybe that's the report for that. Dang. What was the point where they put it up? Oh, that was one of the pictures I passed. Shit. Dang, y'all. I passed it. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hey, he be having a serious face. Like, his facial. Okay, cool. His facial expression. Y'all see how young King Von look? Hold on, I'm trying to find. I went too far back. Dang it. I'm trying to find our spot. I keep passing it. It's like I'm going too far ahead. All right, let me let it catch up. Because if Montgomery or Turner is, in fact, Modell, then that's why this paper is here. All right, I think we're close to it. So this definitely have. I wonder why he didn't get arrested though. Y'all see how young he looked on that photo right there? So Modell was the third one on the list. Hopefully I'm close. I think I'm close to it. I'm not gonna change it off no more, y'all, because it was hard trying to find it. Well, here go all the photos I was talking about. Yeah, so that document that I just had up, they're saying that's the document from his murder. And on that document, they put Davon or Daquan Bennett, right? So, I mean, they're producing something. Hold on. Where is the photo? Hold on, I'm trying to find that photo again. It's taking me everywhere but to that photo. We'll just keep going, but dang it. I think it was at 11:33. I'm gonna let this part play. That's what I get. Doing too much. Got you. Okay. Oh shoot. Where the remote? So they got paperwork. Is it a YouTube? Is it a YouTube or a website? The Chicago thing. Is it a YouTube website? Cause like I said, somebody literally just told me today about that. And actually somebody from Chicago, now that I think about it. All right, I guess I'll just pick a spot to leave it on, but dang, I wish I would have kept it. Or maybe it's gonna come after this. I'm gonna cut the thing back on. Hopefully I'll catch the picture so we can shoot. So we can keep up. Oh, really? Okay. Let me play it.
Shooter with T. Roy apparently at the scene too. This meant that King Von was the prime suspect in the murder. And not only that, but King Von would tweet immediately after the killing. Now, it's important to remember that Twitter timestamps run on Universal Coordinated Time. That's the same as UK time, and that's where I'm reading these tweets from, which is 6 hours ahead of Chicago time. So for me to get the exact time of the tweet that was made by King Von or KI or somebody else in Chicago, I have to take the time that it shows on Twitter and -6. I'm telling you this because Modell was shot around 9:30 p.m. That means that King Von tweeted, "Who died?" about 17 minutes after the murder of Modell took place. And that tweet was followed by yet another one reading, "It's not safe around our way," which came less than an hour after the shooting. And Von's "Who died?" tweet would provoke responses from
okay, cool. Because you see, I'm still trying to find it.
Somebody that they know.
Still trying to find it.
That exchange, the female shooter from Tuckerville, KI, would end up getting arrested not long after this for apparently shooting indiscriminately into O Block, hoping to kill anybody in retaliation for Modell. None of this seemed to bother King Von, however, as he clearly got a lot of satisfaction out of having seemingly killed again. The day after the murder of Modell, Von would tweet that him and T-Roy have a problem and that they can't stop doing their thingy thing. Von would tweet that the streets are in trouble when he's coming, and he would brush off the cops' attempts to arrest him. In fact, only 2 days after the killing, he would get into an argument with a well-known Tuckerville GD known as Wooski on Twitter. Wooski had inferred that he had been out looking to catch Von that day, asking him where they were at, with Von leaving a heartless reply saying that he was getting t-shirts made for Modell's funeral. Unsurprisingly, Von would find himself on the radar of the police following the murder of Modell, getting picked up for unlawful possession of a firearm and being questioned in October 2012, with Von later tweeting that the cops grabbed him and warned him to be careful. Apparently, the cops even told Von that when they questioned their boss, they all talk about him and T-Roy, suggesting that their names are feared in the streets. Von would even tweet after that his own mother was beginning to hear the rumors about his violent behavior in the streets, and she was trying to put him on punishment. But Von wasn't deterred, and he kept using Twitter to increase his reputation as a killer. The following month, Von will be sending unprovoked Twitter acts at Wooski, asking if he knew
the picture with all of them is at that time stamp.
Who wanted to see Von dead, including Wooski and KI. And to me, this is where we see King Von really beginning to take pleasure in killing. For years to come, he would tweet mocking Modell, saying it's messed up what happened to him, and that he's a straight sucker. It's this sort of behavior where I believe that Von crosses the line from a normal gangbanger killing to survive to a full-blown serial killer who's was taking the lives of others systemically for his own personal gratification. At this point,
I kind of feel like I need to hear that over. Cause hold on. Did Travelor Ross just say, based off of his King Von's Twitter page, a police document from the ones with them together, the police document from a KI case, a shooting incident, and that's why he said he's a serial killer? Did I hear that right? That's crazy. Okay.
Von has already satisfied the conditions of being a serial killer, having allegedly killed more than 3.
All right, y'all know I gotta do it. Hold up. I gotta do it. A serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more people, with the murders taking place over more than a month and including a significant period of time between them, while most. All right. Y'all tell me if I'm like a little off with this, but I feel like it's kind of messed up. I feel like it's kind of messed up to say he's a serial killer or he meets the criteria to be a serial killer for allegedly killing. Allegedly. Because when I look at the definitions, it says a person who murders 3 or more people. I don't know. So if that rumor is true that like King Von's mom and family took the video down at one point, I can understand why. Not even as just a relative, but as just a person. I wouldn't want, like, that's crazy. That's crazy though. I'm looking at serial killers, like the main known ones, right? Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, people like that. They have actual murders, confirmed murders on them, right? And they have some that's not confirmed. But can you be a serial killer without confirmed murders on you? And only alleged murders on you? I guess that's the part the serial killer, right? It's just, okay, we're going to continue. I'm about to play the computer.
People in different locations with large periods of time in between the killings, and his tweets express a clear tendency.
Okay, so he goes into what I just said. So basically, he's using the definition, right? But he's throwing the alleged murders. I would have thought if you're going to put that jacket, it would have been more to it. We can't label him a serial killer. Hold on, let me put it on. Unless it's documented that he fixed that. That's my opinion. Then Von look at himself like that, in my opinion, I'm going to say maybe he did. So, right. So to me, because I have yet to find, dang, I can't find it. Okay. I have yet to find a interview or audio of him actually admitting to any murders. I'm going to even go as far as, I don't think he even admitted to the murder that he actually got charged with. I feel like he never really admitted to it. He just said he got charged with it and he beat it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that one. So I can see why this is controversial, because that's a strong, like I said, I came in the mind frame of watching this with, we about to get finally to the point of, is it not? You know what I'm saying? He did? No. It ain't no question mark in that title. It's no question mark. Was it a question mark at one point? Because I ain't gonna lie, I do that too. Like, when it's something, I'll put a question mark, like, you know? But I don't see a question mark. Matter of fact, he did use a question mark with the statement. Oh. Because just now, all I heard was him say, well, to me, I was like, oh, Lord. Okay. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. We are an hour and a half into this thing. Well, we are an hour and a half into my live, but like 26 minutes into the actual documentary. What time is it? 9:33. Yeah. So we gonna keep going.
To take pleasure in killing and a desire
to
got
you.
What he's doing. In a way, King Von's purpose in life at this point in time wasn't just revenge and murder for sport. It was about doing these crimes and giving the world clues about what he had done. And as the story goes on, you'll see King Von constantly hint towards his crimes.
Did y'all hear that? Like, how do we know? Okay, so y'all, for those who've been rocking me since the whole murder of Takeoff, and y'all remember I used to always be like, when everybody was like, yo, Takeoff was chill, he wasn't even on there. I'm just like, how do y'all know? Like, for real, like, how do y'all know what he was thinking or what he was on, right? So I'm gonna say the same thing now. How do we know what King Von was thinking or doing if he ain't never actually said it to you or on an interview? Like, how do we know this? Maybe it's just me. That's how I'm looking at it. How do we know this?
Social media, in his music, and even on television. But now the pattern had emerged, and Von clearly had a thirst for blood. He was becoming a talented shooter and not facing any consequences for these crimes.
How a talented
in the coming
shooter?
months, Von would be rumored to have been connected to at least 3 more murders, with the police only catching up to him when it was too late.
Not 3 more rumored. That's something. Yeah, I'm still trying to find the thing so I can keep up with. I was waiting for the ads to stop.
In late 2012, Von was earning a reputation as a fierce shooter in the Chicago gang wars, something he would be more than happy to broadcast to the world. Von would be seen in clips posted to social media, sliding in cars with his partner in crime T-Roy and others, rolling up gang signs and saying that they're smoking Tuka. Yeah. And he'd be seen with his boys mobbing deep in trap houses.
Not trap houses. I think that's the actual That's crazy.
And Von would even broadcast his activities rolling with the gang to the local store. Von was surprisingly open about his gangbanging life on social media, and he would be particularly active on Twitter during these violent months. He would tweet openly that he was planning to shoot at random people in traffic. He would tweet that he is STLK, or a St. Lawrence killer, and interestingly, around these times, on the 18th of October 2012, O-Block native Chief Keef would release his hit song Love Sosa, a legendary Chicago drill anthem with lyrics about killing people for disrespecting O-Block. At this point in 2012, Chief Keef had become a global rap star off the back of his single
The difference in the street stuff, where the most people actually
and ended up landing at number 73
in B versus Rebel Circuit, Target Innocent. Yeah, that makes sense.
Music was becoming legendary,
it's just
painting a picture of reality on Chicago's most dangerous block. Of course, who could forget Chief Keef's classic anthem 300, a song with lines...
I ain't gonna lie, I used to love Chief Keef. When he first came out, I was in my younger years too.
With Black Disciple rappers beginning a trend of saying that they're smoking on Tuka, a sign of disrespect to Shondell Gregory, who had been killed in 2011. Now, King Von himself had an interesting relationship with Chief Keef's music. Von would tweet that him and T-Roy are the real-life people who these rappers are making their songs about.
How that got to do with Chief Keef, though?
As a real gangster, the true story behind Chicago drill.
How did he get that from meaning Chief Keef?
Pride in this. He would regularly quote lyrics from drill songs by Chief Keef and others, and he would continue with tweets expressing his intentions to shoot up the ops. In one, he says he just got a new gun and can't wait to use it, and he even claimed in one tweet to have shot a woman by mistake trying to shoot a man, ending the tweet saying, "I don't care, Same thing to me. It seems that Von really had to tweet pretty much any street activity that he was involved in during this time. He would tweet that he hasn't touched or seen a revolver in a while, and on October the 29th, Von would tweet saying that he was avoiding T-Roy because he was winning, presumably referring to T-Roy having a superior kill counter. So Von would tweet literally saying that he was trying to catch up with T-Roy's kill counter, saying, "Give me until Friday." And just the day after this tweet, he would find what he was looking for. On October the 30th, Von would tweet that it's his main man T-Roy's birthday. And later that day, Von
So we're on the next murder now.
At 8:45 a.m., Von tweeted, "Check the stats," a reference to who has the most bodies in the ongoing gang war. According to the police, less than 30 minutes after this tweet was made, at around 9:13 a.m., P5, aka Crack, real name Derek Johnson, would be shot multiple times in the 6200 block of South Eberhard Avenue. The 23-year-old was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead at 9:54 a.m. The incident report would record the time of the shooting as 9:13 a.m. in the Chicago Times-Er, which on Twitter, for me, would display as 3:13 p.m. That means that just 3 minutes before the recorded time of the shooting, Von tweeted, "Laughing my arse off." Then, at 9:13, the time that the police estimated the shooting took place, Von tweets, "His 45 makes his ass do 40 flips." And then, only a few hours after this early morning murder, just after noon, Von would tweet that early bird catches the worm, and then going on to tweet about ops making the news, saying that he does his thingy thang for real, saying that he erases people like he drew them, and tweeting that his ops aren't trying to win like he is, and saying that he is doing this for OD, Platoon, Shroy, and White White. Von would claim to be finding a lot of things funny that evening, once again tweeting numerous times that his 40 made someone do 40 flips. As the days went by, Von's tweets would get even more bold. Just the day after the murder, he would tweet pondering whether he was messed up in the head and indicating that he thinks he's gone crazy. Things would get even more incriminating just 2 days later when Von put out a tweet reading, "Damn, Modell got killed in October. And Crack, who's going to get killed in November? Stay tuned." And he would tweet RIP Crack and Modell, as well as tweeting asking when the funeral is. Von would even reply to headline
yo,
each other about going
they
to
don't be playing. They be ruthless at what they be saying to each
Von
other.
also tweeted at Wooski asking if he knows who made Modell World or Crack Crew, another reference to crews renaming themselves after a forward member who's passed away. Now at this point, Von is establishing a clear pattern, getting the location of his targets, shooting them dead, and then celebrating publicly on Twitter. Within only a few weeks of the P5 incident, yet another high-profile murder.
I got you. What it do, Loud Pet? You late? We been on. Hey, what's up? Ooh, so y'all. I will say, so far he does a good job with putting that seed there for sure. Like it makes sense. Like what he's saying, how where he's going with it makes sense.
In November 2012, King Von would be tweeting openly about killing. He'd say that he was the go-to guy for hits in his area. He'd also say that he was the captain of the drill.
So the next murder they're about to talk about is Boss Trail.
Saying that he's a hitter by himself. And that the whole
I believe Boss Trail was part of the FBG camp, I think, or one of those on that side.
Something that I personally believe was a coded message indicating that Von
Oh, here go the serial comment.
as a serial killer. Something that he would continue to do throughout his career.
Yo, did he just tie in serial, spelled Cereal, with serial Serial? That's crazy.
From here, Von would continue tweeting about wanting to shoot his ops in the face and get up close and personal, alluding to committing murder and tweeting that he had big balls and does things that other people would only dream of doing. King Von would boldly tweet that he will never get convicted of a murder, saying that he would never set himself up to go down for a body.
Hold on, pause. What is that? I don't care how mad you get at somebody, but I'll never set myself up to go down for a body. I can't do it, homie. The streets know who winning.
He would mock his ops, saying some make it out alive and some make it onto the news and die. Also during this time, Von would even react to Barack Obama winning the 2012 election, something ironic considering the fact that Michelle Obama apparently also hailed from O-Block. But even in celebrating this monumental news, Von would also tweet that a black president with ties to his city simply wouldn't stop him from killing his ops. On November the 7th, 2012, Von would tweet about bodies dropping and being the case. Later that evening, he would tweet that he was out sliding with T. Roy, who he himself would also tweet saying that he's about to go and get his gun, before replying to KI, who had just tweeted a list
Right,
of
the
a bunch
group
of names
picture of
people
all the
associated with
murders
Roblox
that
killed,
they're
with T.
saying
Roy retaliating, providing
makes
his own
Vaughn
list
a
of
serial
KI
killer.
to, who they had
I want to put
as
it
well as
back up
tweeting
on the screen so we can
#bang
keep up.
just after midnight. Then, the following morning, the news would report on the
Yeah,
shooting
just a
of the
group picture with
17-year-old
like
by the name of
I
Rodney
forgot who
Stewart,
I was on the list,
aka
but you know
Bostrell.
everybody.
Bostrell had been found with a gunshot wound to the head around 6:50 a.m. and was immediately rushed.
Yo, I ain't gonna cap. When I heard the Bostrell story, I actually, like, don't get me wrong, I know there's other stories out there that have him on the other end, but what was sad to it, because he was 17 years old for one when he was murdered, but they literally said he had his bus ticket in his pocket because he was leaving Chicago, but ended up getting killed. That there, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, it had me like, whoa. So I definitely felt sad for that story because I'm like, dang, he was trying to get out. But, 17, bus ticket in your pocket, trying to leave and end up being murdered before you can even get out the city.
The hospital, and he would even remain alive.
Thank you. Let me pull that up. Ooh. Y'all, this is, if y'all have not watched or are familiar, I definitely say, hey, that's one thing. If you're looking for something like to keep up with, those stories is crazy. And it'd be so sad because you hear of, hold on, I think I found it. You hear of so you see so many other people in the videos, and then you end up watching their video and they've been killed. Like, if you even watch the footage of, like, I want to say FBG Duck and like Cash and everybody, they used to do these videos, right? And the footage is on YouTube. So if you see that and then you keep on going with the storyline, almost everybody in those videos are deceased. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, I think I passed it in. All right, hold on. I'm about to pull up the picture and then we're gonna get back into it. But yeah, that's crazy. Come on, ads. Really, how many ads do you got to watch in here? All right, pause. Finally got it. All right. Let me. I had to kick everybody out the living room because normally I'm in my office. Yes, that's crazy. It's sad.
Hours, during which time he was visited by
it was real sad with the Cash murder.
While Bostrell was in the hospital fighting for his life, Vaughn and T. Roy would be tweeting. T. Roy tweeted "Man down" only hours after
he
the
didn't die in the
discovery.
I thought he died on the scene.
#destruct, prompting T. Roy to infer that Vaughn was behaving like the police. Vaughn would follow up on this tweet, saying that people aren't dying on time, and T. Roy would also tweet mockingly, saying, "No, Trell, stay alive." Then, in since-deleted tweets, allegedly by King Von, he would suggest that he had actually spent the day trying to get KI on the phone. However, Bostrell would be pronounced dead that night at 11:30 p.m. on the 8th of November 2012, and the following day, King Von would take to Twitter once again to mock Bostrell and his ops. He would tweet that STL doesn't stand for St. Lawrence, but instead for steady taking L's. Another tweet would drop with King Von telling people, "Don't worry about who killed who, just be glad that you didn't get killed and shot." This was followed by another tweet aimed at Bostrell, saying, "Lol, you ain't a boss to me." Many theories suggested that T. Roy and Vaughn and possibly others were involved in this murder. Some have said that it was T. Roy,
I heard that.
Possibly. Or potentially even the two of them together. But it is worth mentioning that there's an alternative theory that Bostrell was actually murdered by someone completely unrelated to this feud, who was apparently trying to retrieve a gun that had been taken from him. But regardless of who was responsible, Vaughn and T. Roy will certainly have.
Okay, so I will say this. Now that I'm listening, Bostrell is not on this list. Why he's in it, I don't know. But I'm looking at that's why I wanted to put this back up. So he's not even listed. So I guess he's just tying into, all that, but he's not even on this list.
To see Boss Trev gone, and they would continue to tweet boldly about it publicly. Their ops on Twitter would warn T. Roy over the disrespect, but for King Von, tweeting about the murders going on in the streets was a must. Von would post saying that the ops are dying frequently and that he doesn't plan on slowing down.
I don't think so either.
Because
I don't think so either.
Cereal, saying that he eats cereal after shooting people, another hint in the ongoing joke that Von is indeed becoming a
that connection with cereal and cereal is crazy.
He simply didn't care what anybody thought. It seemed that Von was hell-bent on killing his
cold.
enemies, and he would be hell-bent on tweeting every single
Shout
time
out to my
something
Harry Potter
negative occurred in the streets. However, Von's days would be numbered, and following the next hit that he was implicated in, he would tweet once again, perhaps a little too recklessly this time, finding himself behind bars for over a year.
Hey everybody, I'm KR.
He racking up, okay? Because he got these commercials at every turn, okay? Or ads at every turn. He getting paid off this video for sure. Little James. Okay, so we're on the last one on the top row.
You would think that King Von would have kept a low profile, but no. He would continue to tweet suspiciously while the killing continued. However, when the next person lost their life, King Von's tweets would go to a whole nother level of self-incrimination. He would actually find himself on the wrong side of the law. On the 19th of November 2012, a 32-year-old man named James Holman, aka Lil James, would be standing on his porch on the 6000 block of South Michigan Avenue around 8:20 p.m. At this point, 4 people would approach his property, opening fire, shooting him in both the arm and chest, with him being pronounced dead in hospital less than an hour later. Only 23 minutes after this murder, Von would tweet, "Man, not on anything," followed by another tweet reading, "Clown ass." Von was mocking somebody, but we didn't know who or what for. Meanwhile, T. Roy would put out a tweet asking if somebody got shot yesterday. And then, only 6 hours after the shooting, Von would tweet that he kills GDs often. And then, in another rare deleted tweet that somebody else from O-Block quote tweeted just 21 minutes later, Von would apparently brag that he has killed 5 GDs.
No, that's crazy.
And shot 10.
O-Block D
is
who they're referring to.
The man who was killed most recently was indeed a gangster disciple. Furthermore, a police report on the Lil James murder would describe the shooter's height and build, which apparently matched Von's description. Now, Von tweeting that he had killed 5 GDs after the death of Lil James is particularly interesting, because there's always been a lot of speculation on exactly how many people Von killed, and who specifically he was responsible for killing. And at this point in time, Von had been associated with 6 murders in total. So, if Von himself is apparently confessing that he has killed 5 people at this point, then it's likely that just one of these murders he had nothing to do with. From here, Von would continue to tweet throughout the day, saying things like, "Dissing him will get your people killed," and another asking openly who made Crack Block, another reference to the murder of Crack, or P5. Unsurprisingly, the authorities would catch up with Von just 3 days after the murder of Lil James. Perhaps they'd read his tweets. Von's capture would be confirmed by a tweet from his sister from his own Twitter account, saying that he would be in jail for Thanksgiving, with Von's charges later being revealed as unlawful possession of a firearm. Numerous mugshots of Von would later circulate online, and Von would end up in jail for over a year, for a period spanning from November 2012
That's a
to
fact.
2014.
Let me put that on the screen. That's a fact.
His Twitter account
I've said
Von's freedom,
that's
keeping his
fact.
name alive. However, Von's sister would also tweet that Von told her that when he gets out of jail, he's just planning on killing more people. And ultimately, none of the more serious
That
charges
was a tweet from his sister they just
he would
showed.
eventually end up being released back onto the streets of O-Block, where he would, as expected, immediately get back to doing what he loved, drilling, and then tweeting about it. King Von's sister would announce from his Twitter account on February 11, 2014
is that
he
who's
would be going
next?
to jail tomorrow, with footage of Von cutting off his ankle
Lil
monitor and
Mark.
throwing up gang signs circulating online after his release. When he got back out, he would be back on the streets and involving himself in gang politics once again. His first tweet out was dissing the ops, of course. He would also openly wonder where T. Roy went, as apparently his partner in crime had ended up in jail himself during this time. Also upon his release, Von would also tweet at famous names in the Chicago drill scene, like Boss Top, Lil Reese, Chief Keef,
Yeah.
Rondo Number 9, and Capo. He would then go on to diss two
But he
people
wasn't
who killed
directly.
Rondell and Crack, but at
I
this
get where
point,
you're coming from,
Von
though.
was
It's just
executed
he.
for acts of violence, because apparently,
I think what got me
he would wind up on house arrest for a
is.
short period. But
Hold on.
that didn't stop him.
I think what got me though is that the alleged part is cool, but when you talking about a documentary or something like that, that's when I'm getting a different type of, okay, now we about to get into like factual, whatever. It's just like, I even would have been okay if it would have been like, was King Von Rap's first serial killer, you know, something like that. It's just when King Von Rap's first serial killer, I put, to me, it's more like, oh, we about to get into the meat and potatoes and really find this out, because this is, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say like a lot of people, including myself, wouldn't want to know, but you know, just my take on my reaction to it, you know. Oh, let me
From posting pictures of himself at home, dissing Tuka with a gun sticking out of his pocket. Pictures of Bond with famous BD hitters like T. Roy and D. Rose would circulate around this time, with the likes of Chief Keef even reposting them as a sign of respect to the most feared local shooters. With Von also sharing pictures of his crew to Twitter openly, with the caption simply reading, "Gang members." Von would also tweet about it being a very scary year for the Ops, even tweeting disrespectful collages of photographs of rivals who had been killed recently. Von didn't care one bit what he was posting on Twitter, and honestly, it didn't seem like the police cared either. Von tweeted openly that he will kill someone on St. Lawrence, promising to shoot Moss in the face.
Okay, March 2nd.
Tweets about people he
so this is what, 2 weeks? Oh, dang it. I was trying to drink and I missed it.
Mocking tweets about.
Alright, so at 41:05, they show tweets from March 2nd, 2014. It say whack a blank on St. Lawrence and go and chill out on 600. Then it says on March 4th, 2014, shoot him in his face a couple of times just to make sure he died fast. Then on March 7th, 2014, it said, I remember Modell with the one eye from STL, laughing emoji. It's blank up what happened to him. Straight sucker. Now, do y'all think, you know, do y'all think that means something? Let me know. Let me see.
People he had allegedly killed.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I gotta use that. I gotta put that up. You were definitely right.
House arrest and tweeting that he just got a new gun and he wanted to do a drive-by with it. Now, on March the 20th,
dang, they said a lot on Twitter. I'm glad I ain't never fooled with Twitter.
Associated with a crew called 051, would drop a song called No Competition. This would be a remix of Black Disciple rappers Lil Durk and Lil Reese's 2013 song Competition. Lil Mark would essentially use Lil Durk's beat to diss him and his OTF crew.
I think this is my first time hearing about the Lil Mark story. I think
numerous people associated with the Black Disciples, including people from both O Block and an affiliated crew of BDs known as 600. Lil Mark's song would mock O.D. Perry and J Money and see him rapping openly that he is a Black Disciple killer, as well as
they don't mind name dropping to talk about your people for sure.
This song made Lil Mark a huge target for both O Block and 600. Around this period, King Von would frequently tweet that he was in traffic, riding around the city, armed and looking for Ops to kill. On March the 28th,
now, okay, I'm gonna pause that. I'm just gonna tell y'all from what's being shown on the screen for the tweets, all it says is traffic. It don't say ready to kill and all that. That's, I guess, the perception, you know. But all I'm seeing is say out of here, traffic. What's up, twin? My homie D Rose back down, little something I can't see the bottom. But yeah, it didn't say all what he was just saying. That's all I'm saying. But continue.
Would tweet in traffic, tagging D Rose, an infamous shooter from the O Block affiliate.
Now the infamous shooter.
D Rose himself, tweeting that the cops hate to see Von, T Roy, and him all together. Von would tweet gunshot emojis around 10 a.m. on the 28th of March 2014.
Y'all be careful with these emojis, man. You get hemmed up. I'm gonna stop using them.
A group of gang members were riding around in a silver minivan with Florida license plates, most likely the stolen car.
Not a minivan. Jump out, boys.
AKA Lil Mark was at a bus stop on the 300 block of East 51st Street. It's believed that minivan pulled up and a masked man.
Bus stop dangerous, man, because I keep hearing stuff about bus stops up there.
Later, at 1:41 p.m.
14 people were shot, one dead. That's crazy.
It's why he believes that D Rose was the shooter, with King Von being present.
Yeah. They had a poll up of who the shooter was. That's crazy.
King Von,
Not King Von, but somebody.
The car.
Oh,
Our road stop.
yeah, I had to cut my camera on. Y'all should have saw the way my eyes just like popped out. Dang, y'all don't even see me. Dang, my reaction was missed. Yo, when they was like, they showed some footage that I'm assuming was like them riding past a murder scene. It was crazy just now. Cause my eyes went like that big. I'm like, I know better. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Write it down. 53. Damn.
Oh no, it was definitely a video of them riding past a crime scene.
King Von would tweet just 42 minutes after the shooting, "Die white," with a bunch of laughing faces. With this being a sign of disrespect,
March 28th. When did
that tweet was then followed by Von saying 051 better keep their head up with a bunch of laughing.
But that was hold on.
And just
pause. March 28th. This was March 14th. So hold on, y'all. Now I will say I am invested because I'm invested to know like what's like what. All right, so this what got me kind of tripping, and I don't know, y'all. Did I miss something? So when I pull up, oh, matter of fact, let me just go on so y'all can see what I see. No. I've done this before when we had first did King Von, but I'm trying to keep up. Now, this is not all arrests in Chicago. I believe this is just arrests with Chicago Police Department only. So, just to put that out there. I gotta keep up with the time kind of good. I don't normally step out till like midnight. All right, hold up. Let me put my disclaimer back up while we switch over real quick. Shout out to everybody that kicked it with me. I know, look, I knew y'all was gonna be on and off, but y'all can always circle back. Y'all know I don't be tripping. Just watch it. All right. So, like I said, this is only going to show arrests for Chicago Police Department only. And when I type in Davon Bennett, the mug shots and all that pop up. So what I've been over here doing is as we're going through, I'm just watching the arrest thing. Now, so far, I think the one that, because I remember an interview King Von does talk about being arrested as a teenager. Of course, that's not going to be here. So it starts at 19. Now, I was just paying attention because here, he was arrested March 25th, 2014, and it say street gang, contact / parole. It don't really say a lot of stuff. So yeah. So the guy, which case we on right now? Little Mark was killed per this on video March 14th. Then he got arrested on March 25th. And he was only in there a few hours. But what is that street gang? Like, what does that mean? Like, what kind of charge is that? Yes. Or is it that he violated parole? Like, what does anybody know? Like, what is that charge? Like, what is a street gang charge? I haven't saw that by itself. Like, normally it'll probably be like say possession, and then it might have like the street gang enhancement or some stuff. But I've never seen just a person charged with just that. But yeah, get back into it.
In case there was any doubt about King Von being present for that murder, he would also reply to somebody on Twitter discussing Lil Mark, saying outright he just saw the murder, with King Von going on to tweet that other O Block affiliates that they would be celebrating that night. Von was speaking so recklessly on Twitter, his
March
sister was telling him to
29.
go in the house, but the defiant Von replied to her with gunshot and demon.
Oh, pause. Bam. I've been reading the thing wrong. So, Lil Mark, I was reading backward, was killed March 28th, 2014. So, King Von allegedly, based off this documentary, would have got out on the 25th and then committed this 3 days later. I still don't know what that charge is for, but okay. Now I'm following. But that's another thing, though. I wonder, I'm going to throw this out here, and y'all just tell me. So do y'all feel in y'all opinion, this is just more so based off of just hearsay and social media? Because I'm not even showing, like, I thought it was going to be, like, based off of, like, actual, like, arrest records, stuff like that. Because if that's the case, based off, and this all was in Chicago, I don't know if it's other counties in Chicago, maybe. I don't know. But he, hold on, let me pull it back up. He got arrested 2014, well, March 25th, 2014. Then he got arrested June 7th. So 2014. We're gonna keep going, but I would have loved to see at least incident reports or witness statement, something to at least hint at the fact that he was possibly one. So far, that original document that was up earlier that we looked at, that was for I'm not even sure if that was per se a murder or it was like an incident report for the shooting with KI into Parkway Gardens. So I'm trying to keep up. I'm scratching my head more than anything, but we'll continue.
That was getting attention from women, even going as far to say that Lil Mark's pregnant girlfriend might have cheated on him. Followed by another tweet a few days later, where Von claimed that he leaves people dead at the bus stop, just like Tuka. The tweet is even more disrespectful when you learn that Lil Mark was actually Tuka's older brother. D-Rose also tweeted the day after the murder, saying you ain't got to ask who shot him, indicating that he was indeed the shooter of Lil Mark, as well as proudly saying that he was smoking on Marco. But Von and D-Rose weren't the only ones celebrating the death of Lil Mark, because Lil Durk, the original subject of Lil Mark's diss song No Competition, released just 3 days before he was killed, would end up making a trip to the very
I remember this video about Lil Durk. I remember that.
This was a very special place.
Hey, what's that right now? This real fake play, kid. This real fake play, kid. What's up? This real fake play, kid. I know that.
Because of all of the attention from rappers about this incident, Lil Mark's death became news beyond the local Chicago papers, with this killing taking place during the heyday of DJ Academic's War and Chirac series, where Academics would report
that doggone Academic
and the shocking crimes going on within it. He himself would even go on to rap about killing people at bus stops many years later, as well as on the song Exposing Me, where he says that he is smoking Lil Mark.
But they let him write out. That's crazy.
Same thing, rapping in the December 2014 track War with E-Day 600, also saying that he is smoking Lil Mark and Tuka. Now, it's never been definitive.
I see it. I kind of figured that too.
Two most likely hitters are D-Rose or King Von. But whether or not King Von...
All right, so I'm pausing because I already know I'm gonna try to make it to an hour through it. But yeah. How can I say this? Definitely, if you have never, okay, this is my reaction, right? If you have never watched any of the videos about Chicago gang wars or whatnot, this would definitely be informational to you, right? Because it would be fresh. You've never heard it. You probably don't know the people in it. And again, Trap Lord Ross has definitely, like, he knows how to. I remember my very first video of his I watched was I think it was the BD versus GD. Now, I've never done research on gangs. So to me, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I was really watching other videos about Chicago, but not really knowing what they was talking about when they say like BD, GD, all that. So it was informational. Now, how accurate it was, I don't know. To this day, I don't know because that's not my lane that I do. So what I used to do was kind of piece together. That's why I used to watch so many different people. I used to watch kind of probably how y'all do now. You know, many people are like many different channels. A lot of people that rock me probably watch Sko, probably watch, you know, all types of people, because we on our analytics, it'll show your viewers watch these channels. So like Sko always pop up, Getty Radio, so different things. So I would definitely say if you never tapped into this will definitely be informational to you. Because they'll at least set the foundation of the line, right? I'm disappointed in it because it doesn't add much more to it. So like, even if you didn't click on this particular video, you could go and find each one of these stories in a solo video, right? So it's kind of like a Vlad, right? You know, Vlad does the parts of the interviews and then drop the full interview, right? Me, I chop interviews up too and drop them in section. I have yet to release the full thing at one time. I don't think I'm quite there yet. You know, I just do it in the part. But anyway, and I can understand it because, like, for example, back when I first started YouTube, I used to do long videos, right? And then people used to be like, Mickey, because y'all know I'm long-winded. So they just be like, I was just trying to find this one part and I couldn't find it. So that's when I started kind of like doing part 1, part 2, if it's long, or try to keep it to a minimal, or I'll just do lives because y'all know my lives be long. So I just be like, well, people that pull up to my live, they already know, boom. So that's why I started turning my lives only into members only, because only certain people that really get what I do will watch it in its entirety. I just drop content videos for, you know, my other people. So from my standpoint, hold on, let me see this. I don't think the project was for the people in the know. I believe a lot of people who going right. I agree. Hey, let me tell you. So I definitely agree with you on Givers and Takers podcast. That's why I'm like, if you never dug into this definitely will at least give you one spot instead of for you having to like find, am I on the camera? I don't even know. I keep moving my hand and I'm like, no, I'm not even on the camera. Hold on. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. So I feel like this would definitely be good for like those type of people. But for me, I wasn't feeling it because I already know this storyline. Like, it's not giving me nothing new. Now, like I said, here or there, I found some new stuff. Like I said, I didn't know White was killed on King Von's birthday. I didn't know that part, or I don't recall that part. Like things like that. But other than that, it wasn't like a you know what I'm saying? So right. But like I said in the beginning, so like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, it says you can pay a subscription fee on his website or on, I forgot what it was called, but it was like a different site where you can get uncut. That's genius, right? Because it's like, okay, boom. I see the thought process. And like I said, this video has done 4.1 million. Right? So shout out to Trap Lord Ross for sure. Definitely. But y'all know how I always say everything ain't for everybody. This per se just not my thing because it's not giving me what I'm looking for because I know the storyline, right? So like I said, I'm gonna finish off this hour because I think once we're on Lil Mark, so let me move this. We're on the bottom row, Lil Mark. Like I just told y'all, I see Patreon, yes. You know what? I'm gonna have to look into that because somebody else told me about Patreon, so I'm gonna look into that. But Lil Mark, bottom row, March 28th, 2014. I showed y'all the arrest record for King Von. He got a gang charge on March 25th, 2014. He was arrested and released on the $1,500 bond. Next up is Malcolm Stuckey. Now, so Malcolm Stuckey is the actual murder case that he was the only murder case. And I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. I keep forgetting. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my copyright back up. I don't want no problem. All right. So the only murder case that he actually got charged. Right. And then, the Lil Mark murder, because then they go to say D Rose, right, was the alleged person. So I'm like, well, how does it get added to King Von's, caseload? I don't know. So if y'all see right here, so again, this is the Chicago Police Department. So we start here. First arrest in there as of adult was Street Gang, and that was March 25th, 2014. Then you got June 7th, 2014, criminal damage property knowingly damaged $300 or less. Right? Yeah, I think that's or less. Yeah. Then July 22nd, 2014, murder in the first degree. And then we know he set for a couple years. Then he caught a charge February 14, Valentine's Day, 2018, battery caused bodily harm. Then we got May 4th, 2019, fugitive from justice out-of-state warrant. For those who don't know, this is the warrant for Fulton County. So this is when they had to get him for that. So that's that right there. So yeah, that's that part. So let me see. It means going to here, I'm still going to get charged well in the show that claim. I got you. Okay. But I don't like this. This is my thing because I don't even think, because I know D Rose is in jail now for murder, right? Him and I'm about to say Quando Rondo, not Quando Rondo. Rondo number 9. They're both in jail for the same body, if I'm not mistaken. So right, and see, and that's what I'm having a hard wrap my head around. Like, just because you're possibly, allegedly, maybe present, don't mean that you actually, yeah. That's serial killer but it's definitely that. I mean, it's controversial just putting that in the title when people already are at. Now, listen, you got cases like YNW Melly, double homicide, right? You got cases like I can't even think off the top of my head, but other like rappers tied into murder cases. And then you got this guy, and this was part of the room on Clubhouse, right? That Mo3 had that persona around his name in Dallas. You get what I'm saying? So I guess, oh, they claim his bodies. Okay, well, it's just as a true crime person, because I do be liking to watch the true crime. I watch Snap, all that. I just be feeling like maybe more
the way you look
not per se. Yeah, I would say facts. Like more facts or more proof that indeed he did at least was named. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, although we know he wasn't charged for nothing but one body, right? At least have show us the paperwork where he was at least a suspect. You know what I'm saying? Then we can be like, okay, then fill in the blanks with the Twitters and the timestamps and all that. That would make sense to me. I would just want to see more like, okay, maybe he did do it. Because right now I'm still left in the same mind frame. Like, what's going on? I don't. I mean, that's a big thing to put out there, like for real. Like, you know, like when I think personally, when I hear the word serial killer, I definitely think of somebody that actually claimed bodies or was proven to have multiple bodies on them, right? To be honest, I would have been okay if he had multiple murder cases and even though he beat it, then okay. Because shout out to On-Site Dita. He pulled up the clubhouse and he was telling us about the cases that he beat, the murder cases, the attempted murder. And I said, well, dang, you a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he never was charged, well, like convicted, he was at least arrested and charged for a few. So okay, then that make more sense. But like, we just going off. If that's his, everybody killers at this point, and we just going off of Twitter and all that. But like I said, this is the one time he was arrested for murder. I don't even know what that means. Attempt. I don't know. Yo, you know, I just thought about something. I'm about to yeah, that is tough. That's tough. I'm gonna finish the part that we were on, but did they let him go? I just thought about something. I thought King Von got arrested for that action. And I know I'm jumping the gun, but the Malcolm Stuckey, I actually thought he was like he stayed in jail the whole time. But it says here he was arrested July 22nd, 2014 at 12:40 p.m. and he was released Thursday, July 24th, 2014 at 9:19 a.m. All right, we back at it. Let's get back into it. I keep dropping.
One killing, then he would at least want front row seat and an opportunity to tweet about it. However, it would be the next murder that would seemingly be Von's most proud moment in the streets, because he would end up finally catching somebody who he had wanted to get for years, leaving clues on Twitter all the way up to the killing. And then, in an insanely twisted turn, not only would Von get away with the murder, but he would go on to appear in a documentary interview about the victim without anybody even working out that the killer that they were looking for was sitting right in front of the camera.
Hold on, the killer. Did we kill somebody? Because somebody about that. We killed Malcolm Stuckey. How did that happen?
17-year-old gangster disciple Jakira Barnes, aka K.I., was a legendary figure in Chicago gang history, with the Chicago Sun-Times describing her in a prominent feature as a prolific female assassin in the Chicago gang war.
Hold on. He got locked up. He get locked back up because I thought that's the case he caught with Wooski brother and had to go. Yeah, that murder case is that one, right? But how did he get out? I thought he stayed in once he got arrested, but it says he got out 2 days later. So I wonder if that's when the statement was made and he got picked back up. I wonder, or like a Von revolt. Sometimes I wish Chicago or Illinois was like as free with the docks like Florida and Texas. But yeah, because I think maybe that's what happened. And this is just my opinion, being that they're saying he got out 2 days after he got arrested on the murder. Then, oh, speaking of which, I can find out in just a second. I just got to get his name. I don't recall what his name is. But if I don't do it while we're on live, I'll do it another time and just post it. But yeah, that's what I think happened.
AI has been described as the real-life Snoop from The Wire, a reference to the masculine female killer from HBO's crime drama. K.I. herself had been close with Tuka growing up, and her rumored involvement in the killing of O.D. Perry in retaliation would make her feud with O-Block deeply personal. No doubt King Von was obsessed with K.I. Von and K.I. would have extensive back and forths on Twitter, with it being unclear whether he was trying to date her or kill her. Their first interaction occurred. Now,
this was definitely on that documentary I was telling y'all about. I'm gonna have to find the name, but they do have him on there talking about it.
Their arm, ear, and face were injured, but she's not bothered because her gun will put a hole in her op spaces. With the tweet the following day,
these teenagers now. K.I. was 17 when she got killed.
They would go on to have a back and asking KI if she's a gangster or a bitch, with KI indicating that she is indeed a real gangster. Von would go on to reply to her post, shouting out her gang, asking her why he never sees her when he spins the block, with KI replying that Von can die just like White White, with Von saying she better kill him because he will kill her and she doesn't have the good aim like he does. That same day, KI would tell her followers to retweet if they think she looks good. King Von retweeted it. KI would tweet saying that she'd beaten up someone from O-Block and that they should go and tell Von that she's tough. This would prompt a reply from Von, where he would say he can tell that she's tough.
Now, y'all, this is 2012.
For a boyfriend.
These are teenager kids. Like, Von was 19 in 2014, so he had to be like, what, 17, maybe 16, 17?
Claiming to have been there too, and KI saying that her victim didn't even punch her back. All this provoked a sarcastic reply from Von, where he said that he thinks he was falling in love with this fighting female. Von would later post tweets where he said that he's going to treat her right if she becomes his wifey, and later beginning to regularly refer to her as wifey. When KI replied to Von, Von would say that he has her on his mind a lot and that he misses her, even telling his sister that he wanted to marry KI. Now, many years later, somebody on 4chan would claim to have hacked KI's private DMs on Twitter and revealing that around this time, Von had DM'd KI asking her if she wanted to hook up, or more specifically saying he wants to nail her. She would reply saying she's not interested, to which Von replies, when all of this is over, he will have her. More alleged tweets would see KI asking Von there are people looking to kill her. But Von would say he doesn't think he can kill her.
Somebody hacked the inboxes?
Cool as hell, even having the nerve to ask her when she's going to stop gangbanging. KI would reply saying she's not going to stop, calling King Von a goofy and asking him when he's going to stop. Von would laugh and tell her that he's gangbanging until he dies and that he will never lose or quit, with KI ultimately agreeing with this and saying that she's planning the same thing, before mocking Von, saying he must feel really threatened by her and questioning if he really thinks they can kill her. Von replies saying that they're trying to kill anyone, they're not just desperate for her specifically, before revealing that he had apparently had his gun on him when he beat her up on the train, but saying he didn't kill her because the police were there along with a woman from his block, with Von saying that if he really wanted to kill her, he would have took his chances and shot her in the train or the street. In response to this, KI would reply, come and get it, because she's ready to go to war with anyone, with Von clapping back, questioning why she takes things so seriously. After this alleged private exchange, Von would reply to a public tweet of hers dissing Odie Perry and reminding her that he beat her up, even saying that he wishes he'd spat on her afterwards. Now, Von began to use KI
definitely,
beating her on Twitter whenever he was bored, but KI would be looking for Von in real life, however. Von would tweet that he has his ops scared at the corner store, and KI would reply saying that she's on the way looking for him. Also tweeting asking where he is, with Von replying sarcastically telling her to be safe in the streets. More alleged leaked DMs between KI and Von would emerge, with KI asking Von where he was, with the two of them seemingly arranging a shootout, with KI even asking if T-Roy can come too. KI later claimed to have walked through O-Block and not seen a soul, with Von saying that they're too busy to have a shootout right now. Von would later allegedly DM KI, telling her to call him when she's ready to put a dress on and let her hair down. They'd keep going back and forth on Twitter publicly, building up this insane public history. KI tweeted that she was going to the store and Von would warn her not to. Von would tweet reminding her that he had beaten her up on the train, with her saying that he's been hiding ever since. Von would clap back, asking when she's coming back to his block for a date, and KI would then remind Von of all the times that people from her side had beaten him up. Other O-Block members would tweet their intentions to kill KI too, and she would tweet that she wants to see King Von face to face. Von would reply, she really doesn't. One tweet would see Von say he spent all day trying to get KI on the phone.
A lot of Twitter. Alright. I can't take it. So, my full reaction, y'all, is definitely if you have not tapped in to the Chicago, I don't really like to call it war. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if the gang conflict, I mean, it's so many stories. Like, I don't even know where to tell you to start. Now, this particular one is around King Von, but it's many other stories. Even like dang, what is his name? Freak, No Limit Cairo, the whole McDonald's scene. If y'all watch him on YouTube, he referenced that a lot. Like, that's out there. Like, it's so many cases. JoJo, like it's so many. I mean, it goes on forever and ever. They even have like OTF, Dirk's brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different cases that comes off of this. I will say, if you have not tapped into it, this is definitely something to tap into. Just for me, it's just not my thing. Just because I know the storylines, and this is all it's given is a storyline. You get what I'm saying? So, now, right? And I was just about to say that Trap, I keep Trap Lore Ross is definitely detailed for sure. Like I said, I'm definitely a fan of his because I've watched him even before I was on YouTube. It's just this particular one isn't suitable for me because, like I said, it just gives the storyline. It kind of ties in some of the other cases that was already out. But yeah, yeah, that's what I got on my reaction with it. I'm pulling up something real quick because I just want to address something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But yeah, what y'all think? I definitely recommend go watching it if you've never tapped in to the storyline before, because it's gonna piece it together. The timeline is great. You know what I'm saying? It's just 3 hours. I've done my 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I've done many hours watching all the videos on this. So it just was a little much for me to rewatch it and then not know nothing new, right? I was kind of disappointed in that part. Yeah. So let me pull up my YouTube real quick. And then I gotta get ready for this event. But I appreciate y'all rocking out with me tonight. So I just want to say something, and it's really not to none of y'all, but y'all know me. When it's an issue, I'm not about to, and it's really not no issue, but I'm not about to give anybody no time or energy to talk about it anywhere else besides Mickey Truth 2022. All right, so what's crazy to me is that, all right, hold on, let me just get to where I'm going, and then I can focus on what I'm about to say. All right, so recently I dropped part 1 of my WAC 100 interview. Now, during this time, let me give y'all a little backstory for my new subscribers. I dealt with people taking my stuff in the beginning a lot. Like, I was the person that was very detailed, but nobody knew who I was, so they would take my stuff, post it as theirs. I wasn't monetized. At the time, my name wasn't out, so I didn't, when you do a copyright strike, right? You have to release your company name, your name, all that. I didn't have all that together because, like y'all, for those who know, I just got into YouTube, really didn't know what I was gonna do with it. So, now I'm getting some buzz. I'm still a small YouTube channel, right? I'm still a small YouTube channel. However, the name Mickey Truth buzzed a little bit more, especially with my association with Clubhouse, right? So I dropped my WAC 100 interview. Now, people have definitely used my material in the past, other YouTubers, right? I've never had somebody literally before, literally take my whole video, other than in the beginning with the whole takeoff case, right? So normally when people use my stuff as a review or whatever, they take parts of it, they'll shout me out, whatever, put my link. I've never had nobody play my whole video. So Jeezy Miyake has a room open about me right now on Clubhouse. And I just got the text about it. So that's all I'm going to address it now since I'm on live anyway. Okay. Now, when I first crossed over into Clubhouse, he was one of the bigger Clubhouse YouTubers, right? That's his lane. That's what he does. So I did say, yo, why you don't, tap in with me with, I'm trying to grow my platform. You know what I'm saying? He was all right, cool. Now, mind you, I got it on Clubhouse in November of 2022, like December 2022. So this was a while ago, okay? Shout out to Getty Radio. Shout out to The Answer. You know, those are YouTubers too. But they like Getty, let me tell you, Getty is the reason why I even tapped into the BMF case. He put me on helping me with hashtags. The Answer definitely tap in with me and give me advice, knowing I'm a new YouTuber. Shout out to Ray Give TV. Ray Give ENT. He give me insight because they're been doing this, been around. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate them. They even use my voice and stuff, always give me my credit, all that. Yes, the Givers and Taker podcast, all of that, right? So I definitely appreciate that. And again, my content has been used before. This was my issue. For one, normally, even shout out to Sko. And y'all know Sko, I always have love for Sko because he definitely discovered me on Instagram and brought me to YouTube for the basis of his fans saying, yo, or subscribers saying, yo, Mickey, you should start your own page. That's how I even started mine. So even with him, if he's going to use my stuff and vice versa, I'm about to address it. So even when we use each, I'm aware, right? Even if I use Sko stuff, even though we got that relationship, I'm aware, right? So I wasn't aware that the full video was used at all. I got on Clubhouse and I'm hearing myself talking about it, looking, I'm like, yo, that's not even my lane. Like, what's up? Who video is this? So he's like, well, they're like, oh, that's Jeezy Miyake video. And I said, oh, so he did a remix to it? And they're like, no, this your whole video. So I go check it out and I'm like, yo, what the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you use my whole video? And I was upset about that because, like, why would you use my whole video? Right? No one, like I said, many people have used it, but I've never had nobody use the whole video. Now, me and Jeezy Miyake do not like be in the same rooms all the time or none of that. Now, what I see, hold on, let me pull up my phone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go, okay, let me pull up my phone. Let me see exactly what the title of the room, because now I got an issue with it. Because I don't like what's being said is not factual, but nevertheless, it is what it is. The title of the room said, "Why Mickey Truth tried to give me a strike." SMFH LO. Now, let me pull up my actual YouTube, right? A day ago, I posted PSA. If you use my entire video on your page, I will flag it. I don't mind if clips are used as long as you provide my video link and hashtag it. I don't do stuff like that and expect the same respect back. Meaning, I've never used somebody's whole video, even when I do reactions or reviews or whatever. So I then said, yes. So yes, Mickey Truth will copyright strike if my full body of work is used. This is my only warning. The channels I already hit. I was gracious to do a 7-day notice, but moving forward, it will be a strike, Mickey Truth. Now, I get them all the time. And I've only used maybe like a minute at the most of like other people's stuff. To the point, if y'all check my past lives, I say I won't use that no more. Hence, in point why we just listened to that video and not played it. Okay, so today was my first time actually going in a room with Jeezy, and I said, "Yo, what's up with using my full video? Like, what's up with that?" And he's like, "Well, you told me you wanted me to give you a shout out," and I'm like, "Well, I told you that months ago, but." Okay, but I see you put my name in the title on the video. Cool, but my full video, I'm talking about my intro and my ending. Like the whole video is in there. He just was like, well, that's just how I do it, whatever. Now, for those who have never had a YouTuber done like copyright things, two options you can do when you do it. You can do a 7-day notice where they give the person a chance to remove the video or whatnot. Or you can do a strike, meaning you want it down now. He has a PTR or a profile picture on currently that shows the email where it says 7-day notice. So how did I try to strike you? Because it's two options, a strike or a notice to give you a chance to take it down, right? Now, that's where I'm at. Me and Jeezy has never done any work together. We have spoken in rooms at some point here and there, but we don't have that type of relationship as maybe other YouTubers like Getty Radio, The Answer, Chris Cole, Ray Gibbs, somebody like that. Even them who know, like I talk to off of Clubhouse, we share each other's stuff, we support each other, would have still hit me up. Like literally, Skull let me listen to when my name was played on his interview with Wax. So like that's the type of respect. You know what I'm saying? Even when I use parts of Skull's interview with Wax, I asked permission to do it, right? Even outside of just what the rules of YouTube is. So that was my whole thing. Now, it's like if you were on my page, if you really was a supporter of Mickey Truth, you would have saw this, right? Or you would have reached out to me like, yo, I want to review your video with Wax. You know what I'm saying? You cool with it? I normally use full length videos. So like that, okay, let's have that conversation. Because again, his platform is way bigger than mine. So literally, you're posting a video when my video ain't even doing nothing yet. And you're definitely going to capitalize off of it. How is that true? And then I don't even know who this is. Let me see. G's going in on you right now. Why you put a strike on his YouTube? Y'all supposed to get money together, fix that love. Nah, I don't have to fix anything because I didn't do anything. This is the main reason. This is so. Does this not seem like some clout type stuff? Because why would you open a room saying I struck you when I didn't strike you? Like I didn't at all. So, y'all know me. Hold up. Let me stop sharing that. Yeah, and this is how false narratives go. But my thing is, don't do that. So now, because again, I've never even used none of his material. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you say, or how can you go in on somebody? You don't even fuck with me. And see, I did good. I hadn't cussed the whole live. You don't even fool with me. You literally asked me to come to your room one time, and that was months ago. And then I asked you, sure, when is the room? You said, yo, let me know. So we don't even have a rapport. So why would you think it was cool to use my full video without even talking to me first? I don't know you. Just like you don't know me. Like, I mean, hold on. I'm here. I just got on Clubhouse. I don't even see the room. I don't even see the room. Hold on. Do I got something on mute? Hold on, y'all. Y'all about to hear it. Oh, these people. Yeah. Oh, I ain't sharing my screen. I was gonna say, what the world? This is why I just rock with who rock with me, because this is crazy. Where's my Clubhouse link? All right, hold on. That's not gonna work. This throwing me out what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, hold on. That shit crazy. Now I'm seeing I had my notifications off on my phone.
You don't get a 10, you just run. Motherfucker laid on the beach, I swear to God, for like 5 minutes. She was like, do I gotta flip
Hold
over?
on,
Do I
y'all.
gotta 10? I'm like, fucking right.
Hey, is the room still going? My bad, y'all. I'm on live still. I was trying to find that room. All right.
Now, Peso don't start crashing. I didn't know if you were still recording or not.
Yeah, I'm still recording because, yeah, that's crazy. Hold on. Let me go find it. All right, here we go.
And so as far as me not fucking with you, I ain't said none of that. I didn't say that. I just said shit earlier today. If we was in the room, you could get that motherfucker down, and I would have. Just that simple.
So let me ask this. If you was gonna put me in the title, why wouldn't you just let me know, like, yo, I'm about to put you, like, I got a room, send me the link. Like, why I have to get it from other people and this room has been going on for a minute?
No, it's been going on for about 30 minutes. But nevertheless.
And let's just clarify something. I didn't try to give you a strike. I don't know if you ever submitted a copyright thing on YouTube. It's two things you can do. You can do a strike now. You can do a now, take now, meaning a strike. Or you can do a 7-day notice where it wouldn't be a strike. And just like your PTR says, it was a notice to take down the video. So I didn't attempt or try to strike you. It could have just been a strike or not. And that's what I did. I gave a notice for it to be taken down. Now, like I told you earlier, I was not aware that you even used the video at all. And it would have been cool had you just come say, yo, Mickey, I want to use your content. How I do my reviews is I use the full video because many people have used my stuff. No one has never used it from start to finish. So I said that earlier. You told me then, well, that's just how I do. You said to give you a shout out. And I said, well, I told you that months ago. But again, a shout out to me is not use my whole full content video. See, a shout out would have been like what Getty Radio did and say, yo, shout out to Mickey Truth. You know, y'all go support her. That's a shout out, right? So now I'm even more kind of like what you own by putting my name in the title. Like if you really was concerned or worried about the YouTube thing, come to me on YouTube. Clubhouse ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. The interview didn't happen on Clubhouse. The interview happened on YouTube. You posted on YouTube. This is why I don't know why a lot of YouTubers that cross over think Clubhouse is YouTube. Is not. You already know that's a whole different field than what's over here. So why am I being put in a title on Clubhouse?
Because earlier, did we talk? You said we talked. So why wouldn't you earlier today tell me, I don't like the video, Jeezy. Can you just take it down? Because I told you, I said, what you want to do? Because that's the way I rock. That's how I rock.
You just got that today?
What you want to do? Yeah, I got this 3 hours after me and you talk.
Well, this was days ago when you first posted it.
Well, you could have told me you was doing that anyway earlier. Either way, you could have told me that, right?
So let me ask you this. Did you only go to my YouTube to get that video, or do you actually support my page? Because it was plastered on my community wall that I don't let people use my full body of work.
This was already pertaining to something I was already doing with T Money. He already knew it was like me fucking around with T Money. And so I said,
that's not a T Money interview though.
Hold on. I can give you a full shout out and it's pertaining to the same topic. So what difference does it make if I were to use only 5 minutes of the video?
Well,
what difference does it make
you
if I
said
were
a key thing. You talked to T Money and you let him know. So why wouldn't you talk to Mickey and let her know? T Money ain't even in that interview.
What are you talking about? That was a shout out to your channel. Did you even watch the video?
Yeah, and I heard my full video. Are you missing a point
that you heard me on that video showing you mad love?
Again, you use my full video within a couple days of me posting the video. You're a bigger YouTube platform than I am. Like, that's a fact for sure. I'll give you that. You got way more subscribers. You got way more views. I'm still up and coming. So you're going to take from a smaller platform the full video, put it on your platform, and then say you're showing me love? No.
What? Bro, look, this is the reason why I tell niggas this. You know, I'm a nigga, I don't really know all this YouTube shit, all of that, right? And I know people listening, right? And I'm letting them know, I don't really know about all this YouTube shit. But in my mind, I was showing love to the channel. On a bigger channel, right? Trying to give you support. And you took that way. And you could have told T-Money. You could have told anybody. And you could have told me earlier, hey, Jesus, you know I already had this coming down the pipe. But it sounded like, from the conversation we had earlier, I thought it was dead. I was like, shit, it was over to me. So it was shocking that 3 hours later I would get this bullshit right here. And I'm like this, I would never do that shit to you. It don't matter whether it was a 7 or just an outright takedown. I don't do that. Seriously.
Okay.
I let that shit run.
So let me ask you this. Shouting me out using my full video, what purpose would anybody on your platform have to come to my page if you already played my full video?
What? They still gonna come to your channel. What are you talking about? I didn't even get more views than you on that video.
Okay.
What?
All right.
I
Well,
was showing you love.
I'm already, so listen, I was already on live, but I got messages that you was talking junk on about me, and that's why I came in, because my name was in the title. But listen, because like one thing I've learned about Clubhouse, everybody's gonna want to chime in with their opinion, and I'm not gonna change my mind on how I feel about it. So, like I had said earlier, I didn't strike your channel for sure. Did not strike it. You made clear how you show love is how you show love. We don't have that rapport. You know what I'm saying? We had a few conversations months ago.
Did I not reach out to you?
When? We just happened to come in the same room earlier.
The back channel was up there.
You reached out to me months ago, and I said that earlier.
So
about a
I don't
room.
have a rapport with you.
Right.
When you came in my room, did I not give you a bean? When you came in my room, did I not give you a green bean?
Yeah, you have. But again, when I say a rapport, because people who Crisco, who is a YouTube channel, right? We have a rapport to the point he would hit me up. Like, literally, he discovered me. He helped me get on YouTube, okay? So he even knows to hit me up. How, if I knew you, if we really had a rapport, Jeezy, it wouldn't have been an issue because I would have known what you was on. I don't have that type of rapport, especially on YouTube. We never collabed on YouTube, none of that.
So you don't think me putting it up on my channel would actually help your channel? Are you serious right now?
Well, so how many subscribers or viewers came from you? Because like I have yet to see anybody in the comments other than whoever Beach I Bleed Blood is the only person that came.
Okay. I cannot control them in the comments. They say a lot of shit. They talk about me in the comments. Okay. We can't control that.
Well, I'm gonna let you have the Clubhouse aspect. I'm currently on YouTube. I just shout
out to him and shout out to Mickey True and this boy Jeezy Miyake, man. And do your thing. I'm not tripping.
Right. All right, y'all. Yeah. So this is kind of like, this is where like the disconnect when it comes to Clubhouse and comes to YouTube, like, because the night that I went into I think it was it the asylum or maybe the room before the asylum, when I heard the video, I'm like, and somebody was like, well, that's Clubhouse, right? I'm like, well, this is YouTube. This is not the same. Clubhouse and YouTube have different rules, different politics, all that. I have, like, again, he's not the first person to use my full video, right? I have had it done in the past. And at that time, I couldn't do a copyright. You know why? Because for one, my name, but shout out to, you know who you are, who call themselves doxing me. So my name is out there. So now I ain't got no problem with it because my name is already there. You get what I'm saying? But no one has ever used my full video in support. Trap House, matter of fact, shout out to Trap House Kitchen. Shout out to Conspiracy Thug. Shout out to Hookah Anonymous. Shout out to Crisco. Shout out to Ray Gill. Those people have used clips before. They let me know in advance they was using clips. They, gave me now. Again, I never said, and I think I said in the beginning, he definitely put my name in the title of the video. My link wasn't in the description, but my hashtag was. I will give him that. I never said he didn't do that part. My whole thing was, and the reason why I just got off of Clubhouse, because the comments and everybody has an opinion to their view of how business is conducted, especially when it comes to YouTube. So I kind of let them have that aspect of it. But as far as business over here, it's just the same way. I've never used somebody's full video, whether you're a big platform or a small platform, never. And you know what? I take that back. One time, y'all remember the Prince family interview with $1 million worth of game? And you remember every YouTuber was streaming that video, right? And you know what happened? I got struck. Yeah, I ain't getting no grace period. I got struck for it. And if y'all been with me for a minute, y'all remember that when that happened, I said, yo, I'm not using people content no more. So again, that's the only time I ever use somebody's full body of work. And to tell you the truth, I don't even think we used the full thing because we stopped it once the paperwork got out, because we went looking for it in that same live. You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is about the respect. I like to be respected the same way I respect other YouTubers, right? I'm not worrying about the Clubhouse aspect. I'm talking about on YouTube. Is no YouTuber that can say Mickey Truth, use their content, for one, without asking, for two, without plugging in. Matter of fact, High Thoughts TV, we used their Patrick Clark interview. We let it be known in advance we was using it. We put the link to their actual page in the video. I said their name a million times throughout the video, all that. So that's how I do business. So no, I'm not going to understand that this is the way everybody feels like business should work now, because that's not how I do business. For the last 6 months, I have not done business that way. And at the end of the day, unlike popular belief on Clubhouse, YouTube, if you have a YouTube monetized channel, that's your business. That is a business. You report it as income. And again, Jeezy Miyake definitely have multiple pages with a big following. Can't take that away from them. So just like I did for those who were like, oh my gosh, she's doing that, but whatever. If y'all recall when what was it? Tony Snow, what was that other shoot? I don't even think they're around no more, but the Vault Uncut. You remember when I let them use my info? They ran with it like it was theirs, and the academics picked it up. And I literally went off on academics, everybody. I mean, I was very small then. I wasn't even monetized yet, I don't think. But it's not, I mean, I'm an equal, fair person. I'm going to do it across the board. So no, this is not in particular to just Jeezy Miyake. It's not in particular to just people, YouTubers on Clubhouse. I literally do it across the board. So, because I still got to get ready for my event. This is what I'm going to say. To all YouTubers, like it's listed on my Instagram page, my Facebook page, my YouTube community page, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it here. If you don't catch it, then you don't catch it. Do not use my full body of work. Meaning, do not use from my intro to my outro of my content. Do not, okay? And even those who reach out to me, not going to use it. But I'm just going to be clear across the board. Do not use it. If you use clips on my video, guess what? I ain't saying every time you use a clip of Mickey Truth to come hit me up. Nah, just hashtag it, Mickey Truth, Mickey Truth 22. 2022 and put my link to the full video in your description. That's all I'm asking. Because guess what? If you use a clip, do your review based off a clip, right? Put my link. That's going to make people want to come and watch the full video. But like I was just saying on Clubhouse, what's the purpose of using my full video and then think people really going to come over here for that video if they already listened to it? And maybe that particular video is not something that catch their, desires. So they're like, yeah, I'm not going to go over there, right? But if you use a clip, you say your thing, they're going to be like, well, I wonder what else is going on in the video. Let's go watch it. Like, that's how I came in the game understanding it. Shout out to Skull, man. Like, he put me on game from before Mickey Truth even was a YouTube channel. I literally looked up to him as a mentor. So my lessons have came from people with bigger channels. Hookah Anonymous. Give me advice. Everybody. So I have yet to hear anybody break it down the way Jeezy just broke it down. Now, he did say he's not familiar with YouTube in that way. It is what it is. A lot of people move differently. But for the thing that really had maybe it wasn't even the fact what Jeezy had going on. It was the fact of the comment in the chat. I ain't trying to knock nobody from getting no money. And I feel like shouldn't nobody knock me from getting no money. But all I'm saying is, when it comes to you, this is not Clubhouse. Clubhouse is not monetized. You can have 15,000 people in a room on Clubhouse. You're not going to get paid based off that room. We all know as YouTubers, we work hard to get monetized and stay monetized. So every view counts. So what I'm saying is, definitely we all can tap in and eat for sure. But if I'm not out here using full bodies of work from other people, I don't want my full body of work to be used. And honestly, if you want to use the full thing, hell, invite me on your panel. We can do it together. That would have made more sense to me. Now, to people that doesn't dab in this atmosphere, maybe, oh, well, she's overreacting. And again, y'all already know, when it comes to Clubhouse, it's going to be a half side that's going to rock with me. It's going to be half side that don't. And regardless what the situation, they're going to always say, Mickey's wrong. And I don't care. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I'm good over here. I come to Clubhouse for business, and I leave Clubhouse and I come over here and chop it up with my truth team. So, with that being said, y'all, I had a good live. My bad. Y'all know I be trying not to bring Clubhouse over here no more since that last live, but I had to address it real quick because I don't like my name going to no titles, especially if I'm not aware of it. So yes, to summarize, y'all know my reaction to the trap. Dang, how does trap lore Ross? Is that if you have never dealt in that story, that's a good storyline to watch. I got you. Yeah, look, like I said, we good. I just it's just when it comes to, like I said, it's not particularly just him. He's not the only one that got a 7-day notice, right? He's just the one that spoke up about it on Clubhouse and put me in the title, so that's why I addressed it. But like I had said on that post, all the channels that got a 7-day notice, even ones I didn't know, like I don't know them from a can of paint. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all, for those of y'all, everybody's not a YouTuber. You literally have a copyright section on your studio. If your material is matched with another material, it'll break it down to who video. It'll tell you if it's 100% used, 10%. Let me tell you, like all that, it breaks it down. And you know what I do before I do anything? I go watch the video. So, like I said, I did go watch the video. I even liked the video. Like, I ain't tripping. But my thing is, like, you should have just let me know. Like, that's all I'm saying. If you came over here to click for the interview, clearly it's my full interview. So you had to, this is the only site, right? Because it wasn't just, I can't even think of the other page that used my full video. You literally had to come over here on my page to get it. So why not? All my emails, everything's in my description. Why not tap in and just say, yo, Mickey, what's up? I ain't caught you on the app or whatever, but yo, I'm trying to tap in with this. And then another thing as far as with Jeezy was, if you talk to T Money, what T Money got to do with Mickey Truth, especially on YouTube? You get what I'm saying? It's one thing if we're running something in Clout Monsters on Clubhouse, but Clout Monsters TV 7 is T Money's YouTube. So if you're talking to him, you're talking about something over there. That's not over here. So shout out to T Money though. I'm gonna drop part 2 to T Money interview too soon, but I have to drop part 2 to Wax because it kind of tie into each other. But yeah, Tony Snow. To be honest, it's not a cold game. It's just, you just be fair. It'd be one thing if I was out here doing that and then trip when it's done to me. That's one thing, but I'm not doing it. I have never done it. So I just, like I said, if I don't do it, I don't expect it to be done to me. And if it's done to me, that's why they have those in place. Because guess what? If you do it to Vlad, you're definitely getting struck. You're not getting no 7-day notice. If you do it to DJ Academics, you're getting struck. You're not getting a 7-day notice. And if you do it to many other YouTubers, you're not getting a 7-day notice. You're getting struck. Like right now, Skull Page is in all types of cahoots because somebody struck him. So again, I feel I had 2 options, right? When I did that request. 7-day notice or a strike. I ain't trying to knock nobody from getting money at all. A strike definitely interferes with you getting money. And even as a smaller channel, I appreciate those payments on the 21st. So I ain't trying to knock nobody else off of getting their checks on the 21st. That's it. And then, to be honest, you know what? If it really was a misunderstanding, that wasn't what I was on. I really was trying to show you love. Then instead of making a room, right? Because you had 7 days, you could have just came to me and like, yo, I got that email, man. I was kind of like thrown back by it because like I was trying to show you love. Then we can talk about it. But no, that's not the way it went. So whatever. And then he didn't even have to he took it down before the 7-day notice was official. It came to my thing. Like I saw it before I even went live. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, y'all. That Clubhouse is the more and more things start taking shape. I'm feeling like Mickey Truth won't be on Clubhouse too much longer because it's not the same field and it's hard to kind of like right. It's kind of like how can I explain it? Clubhouse for me always been business. I've definitely tapped in with some good people. We do great content like Don Ben, you know what I'm saying? KP, definitely T Money, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm definitely gonna continue. I love being a part of the Honey NT morning show because it keeps me on my toes with the current. Cause y'all know I get so deep in doggone research sometimes I don't be knowing what's going on today. I'm still on a case from 2 weeks ago. So, you know what? Yeah. So I really feel like my time will be limited on Clubhouse. I don't like the way they move. I don't like the way, and I'm saying it as an app altogether. I don't like the way that they confuse Clubhouse with YouTube. Politics that's on Clubhouse ain't the politics over here. Meaning why I have been saying since December, this is home. I'm a YouTuber before I'm a Clubhouse influencer or whatever Clubhouse person. I'm a YouTuber. That's where I started at. When I get irritated over on Clubhouse, I don't have to share a stage with nobody or 100 people. You know why? Because I have a platform I can just come get on live. And whether it's 1 people or 2 people or 4 people or 30 people, it is what it is. I'll be over here talking my junk on my own platform, right? That's what YouTube is about. That's why people have the opportunity to create channels. If you want to do that, guess what? Create you a channel. You know what I'm saying? Tony Snow, you've been rocking from the beginning. Arthur, you know what I'm saying? Bo, Marco, y'all been here since my IG live days. Literally when I didn't even know how to get on the StreamYard. I used to literally go live on IG and then post the video over here. So like, and we used to be what? 5 deep, maybe. and I'm still gonna be the same personality if it's more. So again, everybody's not gonna rock with you, girl. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about business, man, I don't care about opinions or suggestions when it comes to my business if you're not in my business. And that's how, I mean, take it for what you want. That's just how I feel about it. You can't tell me your feelings about YouTube as a business if you're not a business on YouTube. So that's why I had to get off. And like I said, it wasn't even Jeezy at that point. It was just, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to really limit my time on Clubhouse. I'm making that official announcement now. I'm gonna be definitely in a morning show doing my thing. After that, I'm definitely out of there. Unless T Money or like Dom is running content rooms or somebody else that rock with me is running content rooms, I'll be on there. But outside of that, I'm out of there. Okay. House of Truth will remain on there for special events because y'all know I like to have open discussions. So I'm gonna keep that house open. My music room, I'm gonna keep it open because that's a business venture that I'm doing. So that's gonna remain open, and it's only gonna be open for special events. So I wouldn't really say Mickey Truth is leaving Clubhouse. Just the accessibility to me on Clubhouse is about to be limited because this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. I don't know. And I ain't got time. You get what I'm saying? It's more so, to be honest, Tony Snow, it's more so a aggravation at this point. It's not really a distraction because y'all know, hey, if y'all subscribe to me, y'all know I be dropping stuff in the middle of the night. So I mean, it's not a distraction. I'm gonna get the work done. It's just more of a headache now. You know what I'm saying? Because like I should not have to even. I didn't have to, but y'all know when it comes to my name, Mickey Truth is my business name for sure. So that's my name. That's just as well if you put a leader in the title. You get what I'm saying? So I don't be feeling that. I don't put nobody name in my titles. You get what I'm saying? Unless you gonna give me some clout. And if it's like I said, you see Wet 100 in my titles, guess what? It's because it's material dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I've never done a title in a personal effect unless it's literally like when I did that Wet 100 and Speaks on Mickey Truth Weight is literally me and him talking about it with clips from like other places. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling the Clubhouse thing no more, man. It's becoming draining. It's exhausting. Like I'm literally for the past 20 minutes been sitting here venting about it because it's aggravating. And in this moment, but going on there in defense of Mickey Truth's name and a title on some BS, that just it clicked in my mind how draining it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just draining. It's too emotional, for one, because if y'all recall, that was a whole reason why the whole blow up happened between the line was crossed with Mickey Truth on Clubhouse and Mickey Truth YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So it's it's not making sense no more, if that makes sense. Like I said, definitely I like to tap in and do what I came there originally to do with content, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Fridays I'll definitely be in Clout Monsters. Like I was in there today, random room, then came over here and did live. I'm gonna continue to do that. Continue to be part of content rooms, but the rest of that, man, I ain't got time because I see that it's yeah, it's too much. It's just too much. And I was already feeling it a couple weeks ago because I felt like on Clubhouse, everybody is not content creators, right? So some people are just regular people that's just there, loud pay, really. Just there to pass time by. So they're not gonna take it as serious as somebody that's really there to create content to get a buzz with their name. And what I refuse to do is have Mickey Truth watered down because of some regular people opinion or views on how I conduct business You get what I'm saying? Nah. I got too many opportunities in the works. You get what I'm saying? Like, thank you, Jennifer. Too many opportunities in the work. Like, I'm about to do, like, I'm already doing events in real life off the app. That's why I haven't really been on the app like that outside of my obligations, because I'll be out. Like, right now, literally, I'm looking for something to wear because I have to go do something tonight. So it's like, I got too much going on. So, I'm too new. Like I said, I'm still new. 6 months next week. Yes, y'all. Well, I don't think it's next week, but on the 1st of May marks my 6 months anniversary on Clubhouse. We're definitely gonna do a celebration just like we did my 90 days. Cause boy, it's been a long 6 months. But yeah, I'm still fresh. I'm still new. Right now the stigmas, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm trying to be on that Michelle Obama. They aim low, you aim high. So, like, everything that has been thrown at me, I've been trying to take the higher road, kind of eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, someone went and found my real name and made it and dropped pictures and all types of stuff to create some type of fiasco, when at the end of the day you could have just came over here and say, yo, Mickey, what's your real name? And I would have said it. Because guess what? That would have been a way for me to promote my real life businesses that's was hidden from my platform, because guess what? My name wasn't out there. So, like I said, in a way, y'all helped me, because guess what? Now I don't have to hide. Y'all see? Matter of fact, I'm about to drop my links to my other YouTube. So I told y'all I had 2 other YouTube attempts before that flopped. So I am bringing those back to life, and I need everybody to tap in. So one of which I've already changed the name soon. So what y'all see is not what they're originally called, but if y'all look at the info, they have been open since 2017. So yeah, I've been around. So I want to do other things. So the just Mickey Truth is more so, people been hitting me up. I know Tony Snow said not everybody want to know that, but people been hitting me up to hold up, I'm trying to like do my weight loss journey, stuff like that. So instead of like making everything over here just seeing like, like, oh my gosh, like I'm here for the paperwork, and Mickey just dropped a video about weight loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the Just Mickey Truth. That's where all that's gonna take place. Like, literally stuff about me. So people don't have to call themselves quote unquote doxing or quote unquote researching. Don't waste your time. I'm gonna just tell you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm about to drop that in the chat. So if y'all can, go subscribe to that channel. I didn't know how to get the actual channel, but that's a short to the channel. And subscribe to that one. Then I have my other one. Now, this one has content on it. It's like I said, it didn't do nothing. But it has content on it from 5 years ago. It was podcast that was called Always a Leader After Dark. It's like y'all can see when I posted, it's literally been there this whole time. Like, the videos are still there right now. Never went anywhere. So like I said, I wasn't hard to find. I just don't understand why people felt the need to do it, but nevertheless they did it. So this one is going to be like conversation, kind of like, and the reason why I decided to open this one back up, if y'all notice, what I do on Clubhouse is have discussion, right? Kind of like, if y'all remember when I was doing shots with Mickey, it was kind of like that. I did Speaking Truth with Mickey, all that. But I was already preparing to not do so much on Clubhouse. It's too much accessibility to content with non-content creators. So I opened that one back up. So y'all subscribe to that channel. Definitely listen to the old ones. Like I said, I didn't take them down. They're still live. They're raw, okay? They are definitely raw. But shout out to everybody that's on those podcasts. I think I got 4 on there. Y'all let me know in the comments over there if y'all like that, because that's the type of thing I want to do, but it's gonna be over there so that this channel here can remain doing what it been doing. It just kind of space it out, right? So if y'all can subscribe to all. Okay, so Jennifer, you probably saw Speaking Truth with Mickey. Matter of fact, y'all go check those out. That's on iHeart, that's on Amazon, it's on a lot of podcasts. The only thing about it why I stopped doing that one was because it became redundant. Because literally I was doing the podcast audio, but then I had to turn around and make a video for YouTube because it was the same content. So now I'm like, okay, boom, I don't want to do it like that. So then the shots with Mickey, right? But the shots with Mickey depended on a panel. And it was hard to get consistent people to be on the panel and to commit to it. So I found myself having to reschedule. So then I'm like, I like to just talk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just about like real life stuff, motivation, whatever. So I'm like, maybe I can recreate Always a Leader After Dark, right? Which was the original. When y'all listen to those videos, that's what y'all would hear. Like literally you would hear me say Always a Leader After Dark. My name is Alita. So that's why I said not being out there. People just ain't look. But anyway, so that's what I want to do. I want to just have raw conversations about real life. You know, I mean, we talk about relationships and one of them we talked about having kids. We talk about, man, anything. We talk about sex, all types of stuff. You know, stuff that I normally probably wouldn't talk about here. So y'all tap into those 2 pages. Like I said, this page is still gonna rock like it's been rocking, but I do want to get those up and going for those particular type of content that people, you know, not everybody. Y'all made it clear. Not everybody want to know about my journey, but now it's a space where you can be like, you know what? I wonder what's going on with, you know, Mickey and her events. Let me go to just Mickey Truth and I can see that, if that makes sense to y'all. But yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I'm kind of mad I got to go to this event because just that brief little segment on Clubhouse and drained me. Like, for real. Like, it's just drained me. But I'm going to get up. I'm going to go. But yeah, y'all got anything else before I get up off of here? So Spread Love, was it? Did she just finish like either her doctorate, or something like that? So you know, after graduation, I think she went to a different field or something. Miss Tina. To be honest, so I don't know what Miss Tina doing right now, to be honest. So I don't know if y'all probably didn't catch it. The last live that Miss Tina and Spread Love was on, y'all, I was going through paperwork, and I happened to glance in the chat, and I can't even remember what was said, but it was a person that I had never seen before. And I was like, yo, I don't know what you on, but again, because y'all know new faces, especially if you come in sideways, I think you're a troll. And I was like, all right, this your last warning, but chill out. We doing paperwork. We play later. Cause y'all know my motto, business first, play later. So they end up saying something else. I guess it was a joke, but at the time I didn't know it was a joke. We was talking about somebody's murder, and I can't even remember. Nevertheless, so I put them in timeout. I didn't kick them, but I put them in timeout. So after the live, Miss Tina let me know that was her people, right? And I said, oh, okay, well, y'all already know how I do with I normally just kick them out, block them, but I just put them in timeout or whatever. So I feel like I possibly offended her with it, or whatnot. So ever since then, I haven't really talked to Miss Tina. Y'all know I took down Discord, my Truth Team Discord. But yeah, I haven't talked to her, so I really don't know. I don't know if she probably still mad at me. I don't know. But now that I think about it, I wonder if Spread Love mad at me, because all that kind of happened around the same time. So to answer your question, I don't know. They don't pop up in the chat no more. I don't know if they still be watching or what. you know, I don't know. I don't know, but shout out to Spread Love and shout out to Miss Tina, man. That was definitely my girls, but yeah, I don't know. Y'all know what? That's my second group of assistants. I just realized that. Cause y'all remember Bo and Marco was first, but you know, Bo is in school. Marco is just living life, but he works on a oral rig. So you know, a lot of times he can't tap in like he did when we first started the Truth Team because he was on a like I guess they work for X amount of time, then they come back. So when we first started Truth Team, because y'all remember, y'all may not know, Margo was the first member of Truth Team. Like he was the first person like I freaking background check to actually work with me. So it was just me and him originally, right? So he was the Truth Team. Back, see, I get long-winded, but back when we was on IG Lives, like people really wasn't sure who Mickey Truth was. So it used to be him. He used to put the questions in and I would just answer or whatever. But he was my first person that actually was on like active like that on Truth Team. So yeah, shout out to them, man. Tony Snow came in like in the middle. He was in between the me, Bo, and Marco era. He came in during that time, but then he was here with Spread Love and Miss Tina. Now, mind you, everybody name I just said at one point I thought was a troll. Every last like literally Marco used to have multiple pages with a fake picture on it, right? And I used to be like, who is this guy? So from Marco to Bo to Tony Snow to Spread Love and to Miss Tina, I always thought at one point one of them was a troll. I remember when I first, I remember meeting Spread Love on the live because I thought she was a troll and I was about to kick her out the chat. But they became great additions to the team for sure. So like I said, I don't know. I can't really. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what happened with me and Miss Tina. But I still got much love for Miss Tina. She, man, when I tell you I learned some things about digging through social media from her, definitely. Yeah. It's just, and sometimes y'all know I just be if you ever done research with me, it take people to actually y'all want me to start back up research club? I just thought about it. I haven't done research club in a minute. But if y'all ever been in research club with me to really see what I do, then you'll understand why sometimes it's just like that's why I'm like it comes to Clubhouse now. Just I don't be having time, man. I got a bill from Pacer for $745. So at this point, you think I'm worried about what some people got to say or voice opinions on the Clubhouse where I'm not getting no money from? I got to pay a $745 bill to Pacer for guess what? Paperwork. Hence, let me put this on here too because I'm going to leave this live active. Y'all know normally I take it to members only, but I have started doing paid paperwork search. And I kind of been doing it, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like, at first, a lot of paperwork I would pull for free just to kind of get my feet wet for people to know I'm real deal, whatever. But, yeah, I done paid out like $1,000, to be honest. And that's not including the $745 that I got to pay right now by the 10th, mind you. So any donations. But prior to that, I spent like $1,000 from when did I start? December, because y'all remember the takeoff case was my very first case and Texas didn't charge. But yeah, about $1,000. So that's what I'm like at this point, man, yo, my name, I definitely got some buzz. I got a way to go. But nevertheless, I'm trying to capitalize on my craft. And the next part of the interview with WAC 100, we talk about it. So like that's where I'm at. I feel like I've done the groundwork where I have a track record where at least I can say, yo, go check out my YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Like from takeoff on out. My videos, I got almost 250 videos. They're still there. Every now and then I may turn some private, but if the conversation comes back up, I'll make it public again. But like at this point, I feel like I've done a lot of work where I can show improve. You get what I'm saying? Like what I'm on, what I do. Yeah. So if you ever got paperwork or anything from me that I didn't use as content, and write me a review. So yeah, it's posted on my I'm probably gonna post it again, but it's posted on my IG. Yeah. So at this point, that's what I'm on. I'm just trying to continue sticking to the work ethic, continue to stick to my foundation as Mickey Truth, but at the same time, like I said, at this point I done dished out over $1,000 in paperwork, not to mention the subscriptions for like StreamYard. And I kind of let that one go, you know what I'm saying? But like all types of stuff. I had to get my banner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm investing in myself. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Shout out to everybody that do send me donations. Because sometimes people will just say, yo, Mickey, lunch on me. Yo, Mickey, whatever. So I appreciate it. Like, I've gotten $1 and I'm going to appreciate it. So I just appreciate everybody that rocked with me. I just was in a chat earlier saying to somebody that came from Clubhouse, it's like, oh, y'all goofy, y'all weird. I'm like, but listen, you literally came from an audio app over to YouTube to write in my comments that we're weird on Clubhouse. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping to my goal of being financially fit in this game. And I'm assuming it's a guy, he was like, ain't no money. No. Where you were, ain't no money. But by you coming over here, mind you, I'm going to put game for those who don't know. That's the mindset of Wack 100 when it comes to Clubhouse and YouTube. That's why he crossed them into each other. Come on. Think about it. It's not even about making money on that app. That's why you will be crazy to be on that app and not have a YouTube or something where you can monetarily gain. Because guess what? When they hear Mickey Truth or somebody put Mickey Truth in the title and get to talking reckless, I mean, even if you talk negative, like I told y'all, it was a whole roast fest from what I hear. I couldn't get the whole replay, but of Wack and some other people picking on my weight, literally, right? So I had people that never even been over here come hit me up on IG and send me clips and say, yo, but I support you. Now they're subscribers. So at the end of the day, whatever story or storyline that's on Clubhouse does help my bottom line, because guess what? Do you think they're just going to stay over there on Clubhouse? No, they're going to come over here and they're going to say, Mickey, you're weird. Mickey, you're fat. Mickey, and I'm going to say, thank you for your support. And a lot of people going to be like, huh? Yeah, because you putting a comment under my post about what you don't like about me, like I care, helps me with my engagement. And see, my real supporters, y'all already know that. Because guess what? Y'all know how to support. So that's why a lot of people like Jennifer Scott, like Arthur Williams, like Loud Pat Tony Snow, people like that, I know y'all names, even if I ain't physically talk to y'all. Dr. C, because y'all end up in a chat on every video because y'all understand what's going on. So I say this to anybody that's streaming, listening, whatever, from Clubhouse or wherever. Yes, it's a check involved, because guess what? Y'all will come over here, even if it's just to say, I hate Wack. Like, they literally come over here and say it. And at first, I used to filter through them and delete. And then once, like I said, other YouTubers put me on game, like Mickey, Sko, shout out to Sko again. Now I understand why he let his chat say whatever, because it runs it up. Because at the end of the day, if you say something against community's guidelines, that's on your YouTube profile that you're using, not me. So once I realized that, I don't care what you say. Now on lives, it's going to vary. depending on what we're talking about. Now, if we're talking about sensitive stuff, and then I'll put you in timeout. But yeah. So I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody, my true supporters, my unknowing supporters, like those that come over here to talk junk thinking it's actually hurting my feelings, but it's not, because when you write that, and y'all know I will screenshot it and post it, and it's gonna bring more people, because they're gonna be like, why are these people bothering y'all? Bothering you, Mickey? And I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'm just over here on my platform that say Mickey Truth 2022. Or it might say Mickey Truth now, because I took the 2022 off the name, but I don't know if it's still, I don't know. But yeah. So that's the logic. So like I said, when it comes to, haters, trolls, whatever, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, because talking about me, even if it's negatively, gonna have somebody, whether it's 1 out of 10 people that's gonna be like, who is this person that you're calling fat, or who is this person that you're calling ugly, or who is this person, that's gonna make them either Google Mickey Truth or come to YouTube and Google or search Mickey Truth, or click on my profile on Clubhouse, right? And it's going to have my link to all my social media, and then they're going to become a subscriber. And guess what? A lot of people love it over here. I ain't going to cap. That's why I have people, right, Jennifer? That's why I have people that can say, yo, I remember when you hit 1,000 subscribers, or, oh, I remember when we used to be on IG Live. That's why, because people rock with me. Now, y'all remember, what's Ghost? Ghost St. Patrick. Remember, that was my first troll on YouTube ever. And if y'all don't know Ghost St. Patrick, trust me, he made me built for this, okay? Because he used to get on my nerves so bad, and he ain't used to do no personal insults towards me. He used to critique my content so bad. And I used to be like, Sko, get your people. And he's like, no, like, you need people like him. Duh, 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 duh. Like, I remember I even blocked him one time. And guess what? I stopped looking at it negatively and really kind of just glanced and like, okay, I get it. Boom. And I started bettering what I was doing. So like I said, feedback or constructive criticism, I'm all for. But them personal attacks, I ain't gonna even feed into it. I'm gonna thank you for supporting. That's it. But if you're not on any of my platforms where I can financially gain, I'm not gonna respond at all. So like at this point, if you're not on YouTube, saying whatever, you're not gonna get no response. So if you want a response from me, just come over here. That's about it. Yeah, I done wrap my hair up. But I'm about to get up. But yeah, y'all, because I got to move. Because I had to move my furniture to put my little sign up. Because I didn't want to put holes in my wall. So that's why y'all saw it hanging on between in the doorway. But yeah, man. That's just crazy. Still going live tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go out somewhere or to like a house. I don't know. But yeah. So like I said, I know a lot of y'all might be out and about tomorrow for the game. I'm not the game, the fight, but watch it on replay. This live, tomorrow's live is gonna stay public. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my other 2 YouTubes. I'm gonna put it in the description when I get up off of live. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because, y'all, I am getting to the point where I'm about to say forget the event. But, again, I'm trying to go into another, another, like, area, right? I'm trying to, like, do more in-person events. And, the people that's been reaching out, hey, just like it was when I was on YouTube, just like it was when I first started on Clubhouse, you got to start somewhere. So for somebody to feel like they believe in me that much, where they like, yo, Mickey, I'm gonna give you XYZ, can you pull up whatever, I'm there. So right now I got it scheduled for midnight But I don't even know what time the fight starts. So that time will change. Matter of fact, I can do it real quick. Let me look it up. Because I just thought it was neat to do. So I didn't really... Gervonta. Let's see what time they start. 8 p.m. Eastern. So... I'm probably gonna change it to 7:30, so that way we can you know keep the stuff or whatever for about 30 minutes and then get into the fight. I'm probably gonna do it. Did y'all like how we did it today with the reaction with the Trap Lost Ross thing? Cause I'm pretty sure I can't stream it because they're gonna probably shut me down for sure. Definitely won't give me no warning. So we can probably do it like that, especially if I'm at home, because I don't even know. Because I know if I go to like a spot, they're gonna be playing music, and then you already know how YouTube is with that. So I'm gonna change it for like 7:30, Jennifer. So 7:30. Y'all, I'm about to go ahead and go because I got to get ready for this event. And the more I'm here talking, the snuggler I'm getting on this couch. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this outro. I appreciate everybody that rocked with me, everybody that been with me since the start. And when I say start, I mean the start of the time you found out about my page and you came and you stayed, because y'all know what the analytics is show you when you lose subscribers. I definitely have lost, but I've gained way more and kept way more than I lost. I appreciate y'all. With that, your girl is out of here. Hello. No. Hello. Remember me wearing a frown. Now it's the other way around. They mad because I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I do the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. My heart to this day. I'm really with it. My feelings in it. So please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for